Rainbow Connection medley.
But
So
we could start again.
we could.
It's time to start the start the show. Sorry.
It's time to light the lights. It's time to make things happen on the Muppet Show tonight.
Tyranny tonight.
Tyranny tonight.
So, as we violate all the copyrights, thanks for the gems.
Yeah, definitely. We're that good.
So hi, I'm Casey.
People are coming after us.
We're on 20 cents every story. We're going to play some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. We're working our way through Tyranny of Dragons. And right now, the party is in the thick of it. They are facing off against Cyanrath, a half-blue dragon that defeated them soundly back in the town of Greenest.
I don't know if them is the right word.
Well, I feel like the more of you, the more defeat there would have been. But,
True.
you know, you'd been worn down a bit. Now you have an opportunity to, you know, make back on that. The party has been making their way through a cavern complex that the cultists refer to as the hatchery. 3 dragon eggs expected to be hatching in there sometime soon, and the giant spider in the lead, Chiquito, with his perceptive eyes, all 8 of them, even though they're just little tiny dots, friendly tiny dot eyes, has espied where the hatchery is, away down there to the south and east. Back to the north and west, a dozen or so kobolds that the party has snuck past. Those kobolds are engaged in trap making. Low light in the area. And Chiquito the giant spider has just noticed that ahead, the area is a little more brightly lit. Oil lamps and candles scattered about on the walls. Oh, and a social has been rewarded. Thank you, Pruno. So everyone, please make sure that you take the advantage. And I'm going to suggest you use it. You know, don't save that for too long. But
Save it for death saves.
Save it for death saves. That's the best time to use them. The area ahead is actually a large temple-like area dedicated to the Dragon Queen Tiamat, a 5-headed monstrosity rising up, it seems, from a volcano or mountain. The entire area in here is polished to a shine, unlike the natural and rough walls of the outside. So unfortunately, those handy-dandy ghillie cloaks that you'd been using are not going to work in here. Going to be rather difficult to hide, backlit by the candles and the oil lamps. Away to the south, the blue half-dragon is speaking to 2 rather burly individuals, both bearing great axes, seems to be giving instructions and passing them a sheaf of parchment. Perhaps 20 or so sheets in there, in that stack. And to get us started as the gyms go and the hype train kicks in, and thanks everyone for all those set there, what about the Muppets? You know, I haven't had a Muppet-themed band of monsters show up yet. I think that might need to save for a different area. In here, we have 3 wandering monsters still waiting.
Oh, I want to play the Dr. Teeth campaign.
So
I do too.
That would be good, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, meow.
Yeah. No,
man. All right.
tickling the ivories and singing my songs. That's how we get by.
Hey, don't get political, man. Just play the gig.
Just. So,
Alex wants to redeem Wandering Muppets.
I will make an effort to have Wandering Muppets. Not this session, though. This session, we've got the trio of hatchlings. A wandering monster wakes up a hatchling of choice. Whether you wish the umbral, the undying, or the unstable. All there for you. Gonna do a little XP farming to get that gathered up. All right.
No need.
So, to lead us off here, what I'm going to ask all the party members to do is please go ahead and click their icons and put themselves on the turn order. And here are the rules for this particular situation. Once we know what order you're going to go in, I'm going to also ask you to each roll a stealth check. The stealth check will not be at advantage because this is a shiny room and we're more worried about what sound you make. There are 3 bad numbers that you might hit. Okay, if you roll really, really low, you're likely to also hit perhaps all 3 of those bad numbers. But what I'm going to ask is everybody go ahead and roll your stealth checks. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on there. There we go.
Oh. Yeah.
Those are pretty good rolls.
Hopefully, let's. My roll 20 is kind of lagging behind today.
No problem.
Oh shit!
Just give me
Alright,
a D20. We'll get it in there.
Yeah, that's just the problem. Anyone, can someone else roll for me real quick while I just restart the
Oh, sure.
roll 20, please?
Just
Thank
a
you.
20?
D20.
Yeah.
And that's a
You
pretty,
might not be happy.
That's a fairly low D20.
Damn it, I'm using my. No, just kidding. It's fine. I don't care.
Let's see here. Where'd our giant spider go?
Stealth is +7.
+7?
Yeah.
Wow.
Stealth +7.
That's
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That actually ties you with the lowest score at an 11. So, here's the way that this is going to work. We're going to work our way through the turn orders. You roughly know how much noise you're making and how much trouble you might be getting in. You can either quietly continue to communicate amongst the party, and I'm going to say you suggest, maybe something, get a quick short response from the other party members, or you can take action. At certain numbers, it's just a little bit too loud and the other monsters and foes may respond. So your planning opportunities are probably 1 round or less. You can declare actions, you can declare hold actions, all your normal combat. Combat hasn't started yet, but you may not want to wait that whole round because maybe some of you got their attention. Who knows?
Two questions.
2 questions.
On the map, these dashed lines, this is a tunnel going over the thing that we went through earlier. Right?
Tunnel under, but yes.
Under, okay. And are we as is, or are we clustered up at this point?
You are as is at the moment. I'm going to say basically Giant Spider had just peeked around. I'm not sure how spiders peek, just like lean one side head out and stare that way. And noticed the blue dragon, noticed what's going on, pulled back, and is frantically spider signaling.
Yeah, behind. Back legs. Drawing a picture.
Got it.
My web.
Rubbing them together to make cricket sounds.
Yeah, no.
Can I actually use any of the skill of being able to talk with animals to talk with him?
Yes, if you have a skill that allows talking with animals, you can converse with the spider.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I have that skill.
Okay.
Hang on just a second.
Sure. Well, we've got a little time before you get to either the spider or you, so we'll start out with Rob Oakes. Rob, the situation as I think you probably see it, you've all just successfully snuck past the kobolds while they're busy trap making. Yaz is bringing up the lead and kind of looking behind to make sure, nobody hears anything, nobody's spotted. Up front, the spider has, stopped suddenly and sort of, given a little pushback that, don't go forward yet. What are you doing?
I have a sense of trepidation, so I'm gonna lean over to Yaz, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, if we don't make it out of this, will you take my hat, get it to my daughter?"
You have a daughter?
Yeah. We don't have time now. You'll find her.
Can I get the name?
Yeah. You can.
Yeah. It's an odd name for a child, but okay.
Her name is Sarah. Sarah Lowlands.
Okay,
Thanks.
you got it.
I guess we should probably move forward, though. So then I'll start moving forward.
Oh, thank you for writing that down.
That's a note as much for myself as for others.
Okay.
So, Rob, how far forward are you moving? Just bunching up, or are you?
I'm gonna just bunch behind Anrin.
Okay.
I would never bump against Anrin because that seems like a good way to die, but just close behind so that I can hear any instructions and get ready to go if we need to.
Got it. Yaz, you can see there's a change in the attitude of the kobolds to the north. Several of the hammers have stopped hammering. Some of the saws have stopped sawing. Most of the trings are still triggering, but it's a little bit different. Maybe they're paying attention, whereas before they really weren't. What are you up to?
Since I would notice this, I would probably kind of just pause and try to listen closer to see if there needs to be further warning to the group.
Okay. Give me a maybe perception, survival, probably not insight, even though it's a party favorite, but...
I don't think insight is my forte. So you said perception or survival?
It's something that you think would be, appropriate to the situation.
Okay. I guess perception is not my best, but it's better than the rest. So, okay.
That's pretty good.
All
so
right.
yeah, they you're kind of keeping an eye on them. None of them have come down investigating, but there's definitely a little sense that something's on edge. Something's, questions are being asked. Do you happen to speak Draconic?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you hear a little like, which roughly translates to, "Hey, you seen Hippie? I haven't seen Hippie recently."
Oh.
And you're like, "Hippie? Oh, in Draconic, that probably translates to undulator."
Oh. I'm gonna telephone to Oaks if still possible, and say, the kobolds noticed the dancing one, the undulator, is gone, and they're growing suspicious.
Oh, right. I got nothing.
Just
I'll
letting
pass
you
that-
know, they're
All right.
aware.
I'll pass that on. And
Okay.
the dancing one, they're noticing the ones behind us. This is confusing. Let me start over. The kobolds behind us have noticed that the one with the hips, the shaky guy, he's missing. Pass it on.
I will. Show.
Yes.
I love this.
The kobolds starting to notice the disappearance of their companion.
Okay. That's all right. Well, I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah, me neither.
Or they'll just follow them in the direction they went, which is not where we are.
Yes, that's probably true. It will at least give us some time.
Okay. Giant spider up in the lead of the line. I think you've heard a whisper making its way up towards you, but it doesn't seem to have been fully passed along. What are you doing?
That big spider stops a second with his back leg kind of back, like giving the whole sign. It kind of looks back, and with his front legs kind of goes like, to show.
More inspiration.
Ooh.
Thanks, Corey.
Ooh.
Thanks, Corey.
We're gonna need it.
Gonna need it. Okay.
Yet surprisingly not deployed yet for the stealth checks. So.
Forgot already.
I didn't want to waste it on that. I wanted to
Okay,
waste
I
it on
would
like, not
everybody
dying.
to check their post-its. Okay, the one that says guidance and the one that says inspiration.
Guidance will happen eventually.
Got guidance,
Yep.
and now I got 2 chat inspo.
Okay.
2 chat inspirations. I got 1 bardic inspiration to give away.
So the DM would appreciate some wandering monsters, but that's okay. You know, we got other things to do.
That is totally unnecessary at this juncture.
Yeah.
So
already
giant
through
spider, what are you doing there with your gestures? I think, Maureen, did we
looking
find
back
out?
at
Can
Joe.
Anrin understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Aaron can.
All right, so Anrin can understand you.
Okay. He wouldn't know that. But
Uh,
he would kind of turn around and look at Sean and be like, which would, and Anwin would over here, well, what the hell are they saying?
So I'm going to lean over and around Show carefully and touch your leg.
Oh, shoot.
Hi. Can you understand me now?
Always good. Wait,
That's right.
huh?
So be
What?
quiet.
What?
Quiet.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really sound too loud. I don't know.
Sounds like a
Hi, how you doing? I was getting kind of, it's very frustrating not to be able to talk to people.
It can be mind-boggling. I don't want you to be in that position, so I cast with animals. So we've got about 10.
We got 10 minutes? Oh, I don't think so. There's a whole bunch of guys, at least 3. One of them is Mr. Blue Balls himself.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah,
I will let Show know that. And
definitely.
you know that the kobolds behind us are starting to notice that, the dancing guy hasn't come back.
The dancing. Oh, Mr. Undy.
Yeah, Mr.
What did I'm sure we've all talked and had a great plan. What was the plan that we all came up with then?
Moving forward, except for now, we have to let everybody know about Mr. Blue Ball.
Mr. Blue Balls. Yeah, okay. And then Show is just hearing.
This is unnerving.
Well,
So-
if she,
Good.
I was gonna say, if she's listening to my side of it, she's hearing Mr. Blue Balls.
Okay. So that exchange is
Mr. Blue
happening
Balls.
sort of over Show, and
Dang.
Show, what are you up to?
That is blue balls?
Yes.
What?
You want them as trophies, but he isn't going to us according
What?
balls per trophy.
Why would they want balls for trophy?
Later, we'll talk about it later. It's a great totem. In any event, has let me know that the blue dragon and acolytes, other people are in front of us, and the chamber is lit.
I will immediately heft my maul,
And I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you will.
and you can start to see a little bit of electricity play off across it as I start to get angry.
You would see a little bit. Giant spiders kind of.
Fair enough. Show any action that I should be aware of mechanically.
I'm looking at. I'm giving the giant spider a definite "get out of the way" look.
Okay. Are you moving?
If I can move past the giant spider, I'm gonna.
You'll feel a bit of resistance, almost like hand on shoulder, like you see at least 4, almost gesturing like let's count
let's count to at least what 7 because one's on your shoulder. Just kind of.
I'm
But
not
if you
just
move
gonna,
through,
I'm not
if
gonna
you
like
move through-
push through.
I mean, there's just a little bit of like a friendly resistance, like wait a second. But if you push through, definitely there's not going to be like a like grab or anything like that.
I'm gonna go through.
Okay. You have your full movement. Please move where you wish to as you round the corner. You see the additional details of the
there
temple.
I'll see.
Yep, you see the details of the temple. You see the carving of Tiamat over on the left-hand side, kind of around the wall. You see the 2 humans pushing big sheafs of parchment into their carryalls, and then you see the Cyan Wrath a little further ahead, slightly blocked from your view by a pillar. Now, so far you've been moving at least a little stealthily. Are you breaking into a full-out run? Are you pausing there? What's the movement from that point?
I'm gonna finish my move to here.
Okay, that's a little obvious.
Yep. And I'm going to yell at him. And say, "You, we have unfinished business." And then I'm going to rage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move up
Okay.
to there. I'll go. The next one is 30.
You got it. So you just start rushing in there. As you do, you call out. Cyanarath looks over. Yes! And he just starts reaching back for that crazy big spear that he carries around. Excuse me, crazy big greatsword that he carries around.
And I'm not really looking at the barbarians, but I'm aware of them.
Sure. So, Anrin, show's kind of giving the game away. But what are you up to?
Oh, I am. I am well aware that I am not likely to survive a rush, and while I'm a barbarian, I'm not stupid. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue to talk to Chiquito.
Yeah, you just walked by. That's not. She just walked by. That's not good.
I know, but we can still sneak behind her. She's a great distraction. And hopefully we'll be able to actually help. So, I don't know how sneaky you can be, but I might be.
I think in this form I'm very sneaky. I'll just climb up the wall. I'll go upside down.
Can you carry me? Like dangle me, or is that no? That's probably not high enough. Never mind, I didn't say that.
How high is the?
Ceilings in here are between 12 and 15 feet, so giant spider sneaking across on the ceiling, you could probably pull off. Giant spider carrying a person, probably not so much.
Probably is the word.
I mean, you do get a die roll. It is possible.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There is a chance. It's not a great chance, but there is a chance.
What is Anrin suggesting?
I think I can sneak around the side and get through fine. You go across the ceiling.
Okay, that sounds good. It would have been cool, but I don't know if it would have really helped much.
Can try it some other time. It sounds
Yeah,
like it
we'll
would be
practice ahead of time.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Sounds good. So, any movement from you?
Having said I'm going to go ahead and sneak, I'm going to go ahead and keep to the shadows. At which point I'm already in stealth, and I don't know if I can use. I can't. I'm already in stealth, but I do have that masking ability.
Sure. and this is a natural setting. There's enough darkness, enough shadows in here that you can make do on that one. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. The number you would like to get higher than is a 14.
And so, oh jeez.
Corey,
Given
are we
my luck
squeezing
so
past
far-
the giant spider? I want to know for my own reasons. So.
You could just move past the giant spider. Spider can occupy
Okay.
roof space.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And giant spider will let you go. No problem.
And I'm going to use inspiration on this.
Okay, let's go ahead and see stealth with advantage.
It didn't even happen.
Ooh,
I knew it was going to happen.
it wasn't the nat 1 though.
So some good news, bad news. Good news is that you come across a bottle that was stored up on one of the shelves, and as you knock it over, you quick catch it, but others come crashing to the floor. The one you catch looks to be a healing potion. The ones that are on the floor in shards, you're going to hope that those were inexpensive wine, not something expensive like a healing potion. But please add 1 healing potion from the stream. Thank you, Kogo.
Thank you so much.
Nice. Thanks, Corey.
Good
And
call.
Anrin, any action or bonus action? Oh, sorry. Yeah, any action or bonus action while you're over there? Oh, I'm sorry. Action would be stealth. Any bonus action while you're over there?
Don't really have one, and I'm not ready. I can't rage yet.
Okay.
But
Sounds
I'm
good.
Thinking about it.
So while Sho is not paying much attention to the 2 fellows that they move past, those fellows are paying attention to Sho. One swings with reckless abandon at Sho, hoisting a great axe, swinging recklessly. Sho, a 24 for 10.
That will hit.
I believe you did say rage?
I did.
All right, take that down to half. Rob Oakes, you hear the meaty thunk of a great axe. You hear the laughter of the Cyan Wrath.
But I see nothing, right? Because there's no light.
There is light. It is dimly lit in here, so you can see.
Oh,
I mean, you
okay.
can't see because there's a tunnel in the way that's curving, but you can see ahead of you.
I'm gonna move to. Can I move to this space? Is that okay?
Sure. Kind of hugging the wall.
Yep, hugging the wall. And Sho, I'm hoping this helps more than hurts. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on right at this spot.
Okay, so you're going to hit everyone, including Sho?
I have no way of doing it without hitting Sho.
Okay.
I can
Thank you.
see it coming, so
Getting
my
together.
danger sense gives me advantage on it.
Sounds good. Typewriter style on the Berserkers. This is dexterity?
Correct.
Yes. 1, 2.
Oh,
What's my target number?
you're. I think 14. Hold on. Not even. It's 13.
Well, I failed.
Unfortunately, that lights up Sho, but does it light up Cyan Wrath? It does
No.
not.
Well, there went a first level spell.
A little bit of a backfire there. I'm assuming you're going to immediately cancel the concentration?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drop it immediately.
There's just a little bit of glow for a moment as Rob Oakes announces his presence. You got to build up that theatrical entrance. Rob, anything
Not all
else?
Songs are great. No.
All right. Yaz. Woo! What just went woo? Ooh, wandering monster.
Oh,
Oh,
That's good timing.
good. Yeah, that's
Oh.
good timing. Who was that?
That would be
Oh,
Cliff plus Pruno plus Alex.
Oh, good call. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. More XP. All right.
More
Now, to
XP
be fair,
indeed.
Yeah.
Pruno's like 2% responsible for that.
oh.
So I've asked the chat for their input if they which of the trio they would like to see. Unstable is the call. Rob, I think you may have the best view of it, in fact. Across the way, between those pillars, you can see what the spider spied is that there is a egg. The egg is nestled over a small cauldron. Licking up from the cauldron is multicolored flames. You see reds, you see blues, you see greens, you see black flames somehow. And yet the egg is just suspended there, being heated by that. Unfortunately, you're a little too late to prevent it from hatching, as you can see cracks spreading across its surface. You would imagine any second now, a baby dragon's about to burst forth.
It was great playing with y'all.
But before that happens, we get to find out what Yaz is doing. Yaz?
Yeah. I'm going to, I guess, scoot up to about, here we go. About here? I think that should be okay. From where I am, does that allow me to see what's happening down that corridor or not? Not quite.
So you can just basically see that this is the hatchery. Right there's the egg that's hatching right now. So when you lean one way, lean the other, you can just sort of see what's going on. And you see a little foot pop out, a little snout pop out on the other side. You can see the whole shell shaking as it's trying to burst forth.
Okay. Yeah, that's really not good. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to notice that, but I'm going to put I think I'm going to hex, I think this one down here is Jet, right? Not Jeet. There's a Jet.
Yes, Jet's to the north, Jeet's to the right.
Okay, I'm going to put a hex on them. And that Jet was the one that hit Show?
Jet was the one that hit Show, correct.
Okay. I don't like that very much, so I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Bwomp. Eldritch Blast lands indeed. 14 points of Eldritch Blastiness. And that hurt.
Yes.
Good.
And yeah. So yeah. I think that ends it for now.
Okay. Giant spider.
Climbing up, upside down.
Okay.
About right here, and we're gonna try to restrain that blue dragon, or half dragon.
Okay.
For the web. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and climb up and just kind of. He would close half of his eyes, wink, and kind of sit there and just kind of you'd see a little lasso. And oh.
I'm not sure if it was the winking or the lasso or the attempt to do
was
finger
upside down.
guns while you were doing it, but I feel you deserved what happened there.
Yeah.
Anything else for you?
No.
Cyanrath looks towards you all, that great sword now unlimbered. Excellent. You've saved me time and some money. Jet, we won't need to distribute those posters. They've come to us. I do feel bad about the ones we sent ahead, though. And as he's saying that, he steps forward, winds up, and brings a swing at Show. Show, you've got a great sword coming at you. Number 1. Crits it for 21.
Good.
Number 2. 17.
Will hit.
for 8 more. Number 3.
Okay.
Pair of 9's not going to do anything. Number 4. And
He didn't
11
have that many
probably not
attacks
going to
last
hit.
time.
You know, he did. He just didn't get through them all before everybody fell down in front of him.
He only took 1 extra attack on me when I was unconscious.
It's like he has other abilities that didn't come into play because you were lying there all bleedy looking. But that's okay. Show, what you up to?
I'm going to turn and try to take out this jet,
Okay.
so I have fewer things swinging at me.
You got it. 23, didn't even need the advantage.
For
14 points of damage. Hurts, but Jet remains standing.
And then I'm going to trigger the storm aura on him too.
Okay. That is a dexterity check, I believe. Yep. There we go. Oh, passes it.
All right. That's it for me.
You got it. You are in the mix. Jeet takes advantage of your set. Swings recklessly. Great axe with advantage. Jeet to show. 12?
We'll miss.
Will miss. Anrin, they seem pleased enough with this triangle formation they have around show, but what are you up to?
So I'm going to take the healing potion.
Mm-hmm. Free action, you've got it.
Okay. How much healing do I get with the healing potion?
2d4 plus 2 if you drink it. 2d4 plus 4,
I think
right?
that's right. No, I
2d4
think
plus 2.
2d4 plus
Yeah.
2. Yeah, thank you.
I say 2d4 plus 4 would be 3d4.
Yep.
Well, not necessarily because you're guaranteed
No.
4.
Then
but-
yeah, you
That's
can.
true.
Yeah.
I have a macro I made for it.
So 5 plus 2 is 7, so you got 7.
Okay, I'm going to add that later. Just
Yep.
know that it's there.
You got it.
And so that was a free action. I'm going to take a bonus action dash, just because it's going to take me all of that to get here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, here. And I'm going to attack Jet with the glaive.
Sounds good. You do have advantage. He was reckless. Oh no!
Oh no, what?
You hit him. 7 points of damage.
Whose side are
Yeah.
you on?
Look, they're the Kundo brothers.
Oh, I get it.
Sorry. Stupid joke. Stupid joke. Anrin, anything else?
Bonus action. I haven't actually raged yet, but I can't. So that's it. That's all I can do.
Okay, that's going to bring up Jeet. Jeet looks displeased at having taken all this damage and starts to circle around, staying within reach. No! Is stupid. Doesn't realize what Anrin has. Anrin, if you want to take an attack of opportunity, you may.
Do it.
Definitely.
Do
Why
it.
would I not? Right?
That was a rookie mistake, Jet. That's
okay.
going to be eight more points of punishment for Jet. Ah,
What an
dumbass.
idiot.
But he is still reckless. It's the suffering Jet is what it is. Gonna swing at show. Advantage. 20 for 7.
All right.
Heard that idiot in Ben Stiller's voice. Idiot!
Rob Oakes, what are you up to?
Oh, you know, Rob Oaksy things.
Hmm.
Like missing. I'm gonna move over here, and I'm just gonna try to shoot Jet with an arrow.
Okay.
I need to be on the core page for that. Did that fire? No, it did not. Yes!
Critting him for 11.
Wow.
That's all right.
You found the arrow in the oatmeal. Well done. But Jet is still standing. These are sturdy folk.
He's still standing, better than he ever did. But later, he'll be falling like a little kid. All right, that's it for Rob. Oh,
Got it. So Rob and the spider, you are treated to a sight. A baby red dragon falls out of the egg. It spreads its wings, catches itself, and starts moving about the floor. You can see it take. Whoa! Another wandering monster. You can see. So, would you like the Undying or the Umbral there, Nuthouse? And as this little red dragon is moving about the floor, you can see it reaching down and taking bites out of bits of meat, carcasses of animal that have been left there for this purpose. You see it give out a little whoosh of red flame, scorching the carcass before it bites into it, and then something a little odd happens. It changes color. It shifts from red to blue. Now a little blue dragon is sitting there, chewing on the carcass. Yaz, what are you up to?
That explains the name. I am going to scoot myself right about. Yeah, it seems like a good spot. Right about over here.
Okay.
And Jet is still Hex. Excellente.
just one
I
more
am
down,
going.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another Eldritch Blast. Click the button. That's not great.
So good news, bad news. You do have
Okay.
advantage because he is reckless. That's still a 12, and a 12 is just not enough.
Dang
So
it.
sorry.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
But would it make you feel better to hear the rattle of bones?
That's questionable.
Okay, so I mean, you do hear a little bone rattling. There's a little noise.
May I ask from what direction this bone rattling is coming from?
This bone rattling is coming from what we would consider the east, over towards that hatchery area. You'd say more closer to you, maybe down in, this sort of area down here.
I see. Okay. I see. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. I guess that is it for me. I think that's it for me.
Okay. Giant spider.
Climb.
Climb.
And attack Jeet. I'm gonna fall down and attack. Let myself down and attack Jeet with a bite.
You got it. You drop down and attack Jeet. You do have advantage because he is a reckless berserker. A 19's going to hit, and he is not immune to poison.
Okay.
Let's see here. DC 11 Constitution saving throw. He is good at Constitution, though. Or half as much, so he will take 14 points of damage between the bite and the poison. He does not look pleased with you, not even a little bit. Anything else?
Kind of move alongside here. That'll be it.
Okay. You know what? That was a fortuitous decision that you just made there.
Oh.
Cyan Wrath steps up a little bit. He sights down along Sho, looking towards Yaz. Then he opens his mouth and expels a stream of lightning. 30 foot long, 5 foot wide. The spider just moved out of the way in time. Could I please have a dexterity saving throw? DC is 13 from both a Sho and Yaz. Sho, if you have anything that resists... Say it again?
I'm at advantage for danger sense.
You got it. You do see this one coming.
Doesn't matter.
Could I use a chat inspiration for this?
You may absolutely use an inspiration on your saving throw.
I'm gonna do that.
Okie dokie. A 16's good enough. Well used on the inspiration. And the damage that was coming at you is 27 points of lightning damage.
Jeez.
There's no way to cutting words that at this point, right? As a reaction.
You could reduce the damage; it wouldn't make much difference.
It won't though, because you are super dead, aren't you?
I'm at 1 hit point because I'm an orc.
Oh.
You get knocked
Yep.
down. You get back up
Even
again.
if I reduce it, you'll still be one hit point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll save it for something else. All right.
You got it.
Okay.
And with
That's-
that,
So that's half of that, right? For making the
correct. You
saving
would
throw?
take 13 points.
Okay, I just want to double check.
You got it.
Okay.
Cyanrath smiles, lightning crackling between his fangs, but he doesn't look like he might be ready to do this again. Show, what you up to?
First, I'm gonna use the storm aura on Jet.
Okay. DC 14 dexterity saving throw on my berserker Jet. Ooh, fails it. It's gonna take six.
Lightning damage.
He's looking rough, but he's still swinging.
And then I'm gonna swing at Cyanrath recklessly.
Okay. Go big or go home. Oh, you didn't get it.
Oh,
It's on the-
Yeah. That's cool.
All right.
I'm done.
All right. Jeet. Jeet's a smart one. Jeet's going after the reckless orc that looks like it's going to fall down. Show with advantage.
Yep, I'm down.
Knocks down Show. Anrin, what do we got?
Advantage, never mind. That obviously just I was ready and I am now totally raging.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to step forward here. And I am going to bad decision, but I'm doing it.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and aim at Cyanrath, and I'm going to hit him with the glaive, or try to.
Got it. Is this a reckless attack with advantage, or is this a standard attack without?
This is a standard attack without.
Okay.
Should have used inspiration.
A 7 will miss. Anrin, anything else for you? I don't remember what your spirits do.
My spirits are really nice if I am if I'm facing an opportunity attack, and I can definitely take the dash action. I'm disinclined to take the dash action right now.
Sounds good. That's going to bring up Jet. Jet's going to... No, Jet learned this lesson. Jet is not going to move over towards the spider that way. Jet's going to step up here towards where Anrin is and swing with a great axe. They are going to swing recklessly. You have advantage on them if you would swing at them. He crits it for 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Reduce to 7.
Reduce that to
because you are
7,
raging.
absolutely. Hey, Yaz.
Hey.
You really, really hear a lot of bones moving. Like, a lot.
Oh god. Yeah.
Yep. Yep, you do. Rob? What you doing?
I need to check rules.
Hmm.
If I cast a cantrip, I can still cast a first level if it's a bonus action, or not. I can never remember the way that works.
Yes, you
Depends
can
on
use a...
what it says.
Yes.
Yep.
The thing you just said is right. You could do healing word and a cantrip.
Cantrip, okay. So I'm gonna move here, and I'm going to string along. I don't have it worked up in my mind yet, but I'm gonna string along, just almost a almost a soliloquy of profanity at Cyanrath, calling him basically a ballless eunuch of Tiamat. that
Whoa!
absolutely has absolutely no business doing anything, worshiping anything that has deity because he's beneath their notice. What a fuck.
You see the giant spider go. Oh.
And
You just see like,
that
you have my attention.
yeah, I don't. It's all to piss him off against me. I don't even care if it works.
It has worked. Congratulations. It worked really well, actually.
All right. And then I will cast healing word on Show.
Sounds good. So hang on. I need to.
Take 2 points of damage.
All right. So we are at disadvantage. We are taking 2 points of damage. And then your healing word gets Show back up. Well done. Out in this direction. You see a little red dragon bouncing around, moving between prey to prey. Sorry, little blue dragon. And then you see it toss up a bit of prey, burrow underneath it, drag it down into the ground, and start chewing on it from below. Yaz, really do hear a lot of bones over there.
I see. I am going to. So I'm guessing from there I can see that it's getting closer.
Yes, you can see that it is. It doesn't seem like it's heading directly towards you so much. It's exploring its area, and for some reason it's not heading southwest. You know, the sound where all those bones are.
Okay. I'm going to inform the group that I think the babies are hatching. Yeah, that's bad. And then I'm going to shoot another Eldritch Blast at Jet. I really don't know what to do about those dragons. So, dang it!
You have advantage because he was reckless.
You do have advantage because he was reckless, and that will be it for Jet.
Ouch.
Womp.
That was my elbow. Cool. Awesome. That makes me happy. I'm gonna scooch the I think scooting the hex is a bonus action, right?
Bonus action, scoot the hex.
Alright, I'm gonna scoot it over to Mr. Cyanrath.
Alright. And which stat is hexed, by the way?
Oh, right. I never picks one. Let's go wisdom.
Wisdom it is. And anything else for Yaz?
Attacked. Bonus.
Basically, movement is all I can think of.
Yeah. Yeah, let's... Yeah, that might be a safer spot to be. So I'm gonna go... I believe that over here was 30, so I'm gonna scoot over there.
Sounds good. Giant spider.
Oh, a giant spider is going to attack Jeet with a bite. Because for the web, it's recharge. It says 5 to 6. Does that mean 5 to 6 rounds? Is that what
No,
that
so that
means?
means roll a d6, and if you roll a 5 or 6 on it, then it recharges. Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to do that then. So, rolling the dice. Rolling the dice.
Come on, dice. There we go. No web yet. You're running on empty.
All right. Jeet gonna get bit.
All right.
Thing come out.
A 15 will hit Jeet.
Jeet, go ahead and give me a DC Constitution.
Constitution shaving throw at her.
Oh,
it just
boy.
makes it. So we'll only
Okay.
take 14 points. That's still a big bite. Giant spider, anything else for you?
The giant spider is going to. Giant spider is going to. Would I be able to move here? Kind of along the side of the wall.
Yeah, you can squeeze over there.
All right, he'll go here.
All right. You go ahead and squeeze your way over. That's going to bring up Cyanrath. Cyanrath looks down at the prone Show. She tries to shake off the funk from the hex by making the attack on Show. Advantage and disadvantage cancel out, so Show, you get one standard greatsword attack. A 10's probably going to miss.
It is.
Now that the funk is shaken off, the greatsword swings over towards the annoying Rob Oakes. Rob, greatsword coming at you. A 9, I think, is going to miss.
Nice.
It'll miss. Yep.
Show,
Nice.
you are prone. You can solve that.
I will. I will stand and equip my shield
Okay.
and swing a hand axe at him.
Before you do that, are you re-raging?
I am using my last rage.
Okay.
So that's a bonus action, and then I will swing the hand axe at Cyanrath.
Ooh, that's a good hit.
Nice choice.
8 points of damage.
That'll hit. Cyanrath not looking pleased with you. Show anything else?
Nope, that's enough.
All right. That will bring up Jeet. Jeet sees that Show's back up and tries to knock Show back down again. Great axe, advantage, Show. 16?
Will hit my shield and do nothing.
Ooh. Anrin.
I'm laughing out loud.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go ahead and whack Jeet.
You sure do. You are raging, so I add 2 to that. So that'll be 6. Anrin, anything else?
I'm just going to take a look at him and bare my teeth. Still laughing.
All right. Yaz, Anrin, and Rob, you are all in a position where you can see that little blue dragon as it's moving around, it's digging around in the ground. It's actually burrowing at this point, pulling prey down, popping it back up. Again, it looks like it's just basically playing, getting used to itself. And you hear that rattle of bones that Yaz was noticing get a bit louder, and you're kind of like, oh, it's probably going to be a skeleton or something. And then the biggest freaking head swings into view that you have perhaps ever seen. A massive skeletal dragon head swings forward on the end of a long string of exposed spine, flesh hanging from it. The head goes down and it nudges at the bodies and the carcasses that the little blue dragon is knocking about and just bumps heads with it. And the two seem to be playing with one another down there into the pit. The undead dragon seems to show no interest in eating, but it helps the little blue live dragon tear things apart into little pieces. Rob, what you doing there?
I'm going to do the quick calculus that if they're playing with each other, that we can leave them alone. In fact, maybe we need to retreat after taking care of our business here. And so I am going to use one of my inspirations, and I'm going to shoot my short bow at, is it Jet or Jeet that's still up?
Jeet is still up.
Oh, well, what a waste. But anyway.
I mean, it hit, so it's not a waste.
Insurance.
It overcame the disadvantage for firing while you're in melee.
That's true.
Okay. And then Anrin has 7 more hit points than what it's showing here, so I am then going to bonus action one more healing word on Show.
Gotcha.
Doesn't, but that's okay.
You don't? You got hit
No,
again?
I added the 7, and I had to take them right back off because I got hit again.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
It's
Oh,
okay.
man.
You did the right thing.
sorry.
She'd want you to do that.
7 more for show.
All right, 7 more for show.
I'm seeing the appeal of that glaive, though.
Yeah.
It's there. Down in the pit, the dragons continue to play.
Yes.
However, now you see a little blue dragon snout peeking up over in your direction, just watching. Yaz, what you doing?
Adorable if it wasn't going to kill us. Okay.
Jokes
Focusing.
on them, will be dead before that.
Not going to disagree. I'm going to use a ability that is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, bonus action. I'm going to use Hexblade's Curse on Cyanrath, which will give me bonus to damage, and I get a critical on them of 19 or 20.
Okay.
So that's fun.
Is that also concentration? Does that get rid of your
I-
normal hex?
It
It's not a
doesn't
spell.
say. Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't say, so I'm guessing no.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I was looking out for that. I was indeed. So I'm gonna put the Hexblade Curse on Cyanrath along with the Hex, because that's already there. And
That
then
one. I don't have like a fish symbol for you.
that's okay. That's close enough. And feeling pretty pleased about being at a distance, I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast. 'Cause that's the way to go. Hey!
That is a pretty good way to go.
And it so it makes it a crit. Right?
You
Did
didn't
you have
roll a
advantage?
19.
You
On my wait.
True, you
Don't
didn't
I?
roll a 19. You got a 19 with your bonuses.
Yeah. Wait.
you were aiming
Is
at
that how it works?
Yeah, you were aiming
If
at
you had
Cyanrath,
if
right?
you had advantage, you rolled a
Oh.
19 and would have advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
see
it would
what you
have
mean.
the
I
effect.
saw 19 and I got excited.
Yep.
Okay, I see what you mean. Okay. Never mind. I jumped ahead. I got super stoked. I was like, "Wow, this worked out really well."
That's okay, but you do get to roll me hex damage.
I do get to roll you hex damage. And yes, hex damage and a +2 to that as well, because my Hexblade Curse comes from my proficiency bonus.
You got it. All applied and accounted for. Cyanrath does not look pleased with this at all.
I move further away.
Giant spider! Chiquito, the giant spider. What you up to there?
Alright, let's do it. Yep. I guess I'm gonna do it there.
We'll just try to finish off G.
That's the plan.
Can
Ed.
I roll this just so that to see if I get it recharged but not use my web?
Yes, at the end of each of your turns, you should roll a d6 to see if it recharges.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. We'll bite. We're biting then.
That's a solid bite. Let's see if Jeet's going to shake off this poison. Slowly building up an immunity to it. Yes, indeed. So 13 points of total damage dealt. Still, that's wearing on the Berserker. Cyanrath booms out. Enough! Wherever you idiot kobolds are, get in here.
Oh.
And then he's gonna swing. Rob, I think you may still have his attention. Great sword coming at you, number 1. 11 points of slashing damage. Greatsword coming at you, number 2. Another 7 for a total of 18 points of slashing damage.
Rob is down.
Rob is down. Show what you got.
How beat up is Jeet looking?
Jeet's looking rough. But it doesn't show because Jeet's a toughing. Never let him see you cry!
I'm gonna Storm Aura on him.
That works. 5 points.
5 points of damage.
Doesn't put Jeet down, though.
And then I'm gonna attack him with the hand axe.
Alright. Jeet is a reckless person, so 20 is going to hit.
Oh, right.
For 9.
For 9, Jeet is barely hanging on.
Oh, Jeet.
Just pressing those innards in. Show anything else for you?
No.
Alright. Jeet is going to return on show. Great axe, reckless, advantage. 22 for 9 on show. Anrin, what you got?
And everybody should remember that we all have 2 good berries.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, that's good to remember.
I'm going to say boo to Jeet and try and hit him with the glaive.
Okay.
I did.
22 for 10 ends Jeet. The boo did it. The jump scare and then the glaive.
Tell me he screamed like a little girl before everything went black.
He only wishes he could scream like a little girl.
Anrin, anything else?
Well, I have a bonus action. Hang on, I have to find out. I have a bonus action dash, which I might take if I have to be in range of something. So I don't know, and speaks to. So first, I have first question. Dragons are not animals, but what about the unborn? Is it an animal?
It is an undead.
It is an undead. So never mind. Okay, then I am going to pop a good. Oh, that's an action. Popping a good berry.
Good berry's an action. Yep.
Never mind. I'm not
Okey
going
doke.
anywhere.
So I would like someone in the party to volunteer to roll me a fateful D4. Yaz, based on this D4, you will have a guess as to how long it will take the kobolds to respond.
Okay.
So whoever would like to roll the... Oh, well rolled. It seems like they were quite curious about what may or may not have happened to their good friend the Undulator. And they're a little further away when the call goes out. Rob Oakes?
Dave.
I think I need a death saving throw.
Somebody in chat wants to give us a nat 20 on a death saving throw, right? Since you gave us all these damn wandering out.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hey,
Oh.
there's still one more round.
That is unfortunately one on the dying side.
Yep.
Death Twitch.
Death Twitch. That's not the button I want. Where's the button I want? There we go. Just gonna roll a little button here. Sniff, sniff. Sniff. Fresh meat. Yaz. A little blue dragon wormling has dug its way through the wall, up through the floors, and is now moving like some sort of land shark. Its little horn nose protruding. What you doing, Yaz?
Well, isn't that cute? I'm going to warn the group. Baby Blue incoming.
You need to stop giving things nicknames. I don't understand.
Dragon blue scales incoming. Hopefully that's better. And I'm going to do another Eldritch Blast on Cyanrath, because that's worked well for me. That's button. Okay. Not working so well right now.
That one didn't do it, no.
No. Okay. Action. Can move. Do I want to move? No, not really. And false life is an action, so can't do it. So that ends things for me.
All right. Giant spider.
Giant spider bites. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Giant spider does not bite
Does not bite. Oh boy.
and does not recharge.
Giant spider moves.
Giant spider moves? Oh,
Here.
okay.
And then while he's moving, it's gonna really just kind of go by and kind of slap him upside the head. Not really for anything, but attempt to slap him upside the head.
Your efforts at distraction do not seem to work. Cyan Wrath steps directly on Rob Oak's face
Oh no.
and then aims for Anrin.
Promotes moves
Way.
slightly out of the way.
Just gonna,
No, I didn't.
sorry, that was me. My targeting, my face stepping efforts were not as great as I thought. Anrin,
Rolled him up.
we got a great sword coming in at you. Anrin, a 21 for 10.
Put me down. We're all down.
Ah.
The great sword swings around at the giant spider. A 9 is probably going to miss. Lightning starts to crackle between the half-dragon's teeth once more. Show, I need to ask you for a death saving throw.
I'm not down.
Oh! Ah!
I have 8 hit points.
Cyanrath turns and looks back at you. Sorry, you're so ineffective, I forgot all about you.
That sounds like
I'm
something
gonna
he'd
strike
say.
him with lightning.
You go to strike the Cyanrath with lightning. Not even a little.
That's
Oh.
alright. Then I'm going to make a shove attack against him.
Okay.
So opposed athletics checks.
Opposed athletics
I have
checks.
advantage as I am raging.
Okay, sounds good. A 23 is pretty solid. Oh, by the 1.
Nice.
So I'm gonna shove him back 10 feet
Wop wop.
Ow.
and move up to stand over Rob
Okay.
This is great.
and just say, "Somebody give him a fucking berry."
Show anything else.
Nope, that's it.
All right, Anrin, I think I need a death saving throw from you. That's 1 on the plus side. Like a dopey older brother, the giant Draco Lich follows after the little blue one, just nosing after the trail it makes in the ground. Rob?
You have advantage if you want to use it, Rob.
I think I need another death saving throw from you.
Use the last advantage.
Okay.
So I get to roll again.
Yep.
Good.
Okay, that's... We're 1 and 1.
Yep.
Working our way up. Sniff, sniff. Burrow, burrow. 3 rounds from now, the kobolds will return. Yaz, what are you doing?
Regretting choices that we've made tonight. Oh, that might be an option. Let's see. Whoa, that's not the thing. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to draw. Sorry.
It's all right. Just draw everywhere.
I
Scribble
didn't
all
mean
over
it.
the
I'm
map.
sorry.
Easy to delete. Just select it and delete.
10. That's. Oh, dang it. That's not an option. Okay. I was hoping that would be an option. Yaz, against his better judgment, is going to move here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think right there. Planning. It was right there. And he's gonna do another Eldritch Blast at Mr. Shanry.
Okie doke.
Please work.
Hey, 18 works.
That works really well.
That's 12. Let's see the hex. That's
Plus
plus
two
another
from
2
Wow.
is 19 total.
And then a and then a
Work,
2, and then a 2
Yeah.
because of Hexblade Curse.
Very nicely struck.
Oh, well done.
That made me feel good.
That hurt.
Then roll-
That hurt. Yaz, anything else?
No.
Giant spider.
Giant spider is going to shuffle in this little. Apparently, there's a little web pouch that he's made. He's gonna bring out one of his little
A
good
web,
bears.
a
and
web
just
fanny pack.
just in the back, kind of just back legs open, Rob Oak's mouth, shove it in there, chew, 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 chew.
Okay.
Spider
Good berry.
hairs with it.
So Rob
Little
Oak's
webby.
getting the good berry.
All right. Does that put me at 1?
That puts you at 1 hit point. You are conscious but prone.
Okay.
All right. Giant spider, that was an action. Anything else for you?
I go like this to the. I pretty much motion to the little baby dragon. It's not gonna work, but I'm gonna do the bite motion, and I'm gonna point at Cyanrath, and that. And I'm gonna rub my tummy like he tastes good.
I'll let you roll an animal handling, but I'm going to tell you it's not going to work.
It's
You're
not,
trying to
but thank you.
convince a baby blue dragon to attack the half blue dragon instead of the everything else.
Of course.
Okay, because they wake up cannibalistic. That's how that they're known to do that.
Yeah.
But so go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's.
Animal handling. Am I more in tune because I'm a spider, and spiders and dragons, they're just so they go back
They're
ages.
known for that. Yes.
Animal handling.
So
I don't know what I.
So you're like, bite, 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 gesture, gesture, bite, 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 gesture, gesture. And it like looks at you for a few seconds. And then it's like, And then it points its nose a little bit south, a little bit west, where the pile of fresh person meat is waiting for it.
Oh, Jet and Jeep.
It
Oh,
looks,
Right.
Or Anrin.
That's it.
Or Anrin. There's options.
I don't know.
Well,
Jet and
and
Jeep are pretty fresh.
I'm laying down too. So,
Yeah, so there's a
there's-
Yeah, it's
there's
like.
Don't give him reason.
yeah.
All right, Giant Spider, anything else for you?
I move here.
I mean,
Here. Right here. Giant hyena style.
okay. Fair
here.
enough.
Okay. That'll be the end of Giant Spider's turn.
Sounds good. Cyanrath sort of like watches you skitter about. Kind of. Bugs. And he steps up here, right next to Yaz.
No.
And he looks at Yaz. And he turns his head slightly. And he looks at the spider. He looks at Sho. He looks at Rob. Who are all one might say, in a line, and then belches forth another burst of lightning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spider, Show, and Rob. Rob, I don't know if it's going to help you much.
It doesn't make a difference. I have one
It
hit
doesn't make a
point.
difference for me either.
Yep.
I had advantage on that.
Rob, could you possibly go... What's your maximum hit points?
Oh, I think it probably.
So go ahead and
If
roll the saving throw, just in case, if it's
It
max damage, it
auto-kills
might be
me,
important.
Yep. Hold on. That's a dex.
It is a dex saving throw. DC's only a 13, though. You crush it. Yeah, it's probably important that you pass that one, as otherwise you would have been at negative 29. So
it goes by my max hit points or by my current.
What is
hit
your
points?
max hit points?
24.
So it would have been an instant kill if you had not made that saving throw. So well done, but you're very unconscious right now.
Who am I?
Spider, you may no longer be a spider. How many hit points does that spider have?
26.
You are a Chiquito once more.
Chiquito once again.
With 4 points of spillover damage to you?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. Show, I think I need to ask you for a death saving throw. You are back up.
Sweet.
What would you like to do? You are prone, but you are awake with 1 hit point. Well done.
Okay. That was pretty good.
That was clutch.
I'm going to turn around and use my action to give Rob a good bear.
Okay.
We gotta get one to Anrin.
Anrin is one save to the positive.
That's true. All right.
And then I'm going to use my move to pick up Anrin if I can.
Okay.
Or just drag her back.
You can drag at half speed. Yep.
So I'm going to drag Anrin over here. So Jeet and Jet are the tasty morsels that are near the dragon.
There's quite a bit of dragging Anrin's body.
Are the tasty morsels. Anrin, I do need to ask you for that death saving throw as well. Can you repeat the 20?
Oh.
It's at least on the plus side.
Not bad.
It's still on the plus side. Yep.
And I'll be right back.
You got it. That's going to bring up our big undead dragon following after the blue one. Rob Oakes. You are conscious. You are prone. You have 1 hit point, and there are 2 dragons moving towards you. What you doing?
I am going to move over to here. I'm going to stand up. 5, 10, 15.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give Anrin a good berry. And as a bonus action, healing word.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the healing word on Anrin. She's got the good range damage. And this is my last spell slot, y'all. So, woo! So she's got 6, I think, with the healing word plus the good berry.
Sounds good. Any action for you?
Nope, the action was giving the good berry.
The good berry, got it.
The action was the healing word, and the movement was where I went. So
You got it.
Question: do you remember where I was in the turn order? Because I lost myself.
We lost
I'll
you.
be right back.
Chiquita will add you back in, and
10. I mean, the spider was 10.
the spider was 10.
Sweet.
So you are
Okay.
coming up very soon. Put you back up into place. That brings up our baby blue dragon, who does go down here, get a hold of Jeet, and start dragging Jeet back. Yaz,
Yes.
you have a half blue dragon very close to you.
Yes, this does not make me feel safe. Not very safe at all, actually. I am going to. I had an idea. What happened to that idea? Oh, that's right. I'm going to. First, I'm going to try to smack him with the Warhammer head shark.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing it go wide, I let the weight of the hammer pull me forward, and I go to try to take a bite.
Is that a bonus action?
Yeah, Hungry Jaws.
Ooh,
bonus
very
action.
nice.
Yes. Oh, I don't have a button for that, so okay. Just make a normal attack. Let's do the 20 plus whatever my strength.
You can actually, if you just roll your Warhammer, well, that's not going to do.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Sorry.
Yeah, he tries to swing and bite and misses, and if a lizard folk could sweat, he would be sweating.
Yes, anything else for you?
Risky, but I'm going to try and run this way.
That is very risky, and Len Dragosa Cyanrath is one to gamble and swings a great sword. Oh, only one of those. 15?
Yeah, that is.
10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Chiquito?
Chiquito is going to quickly touch himself, bark skin, and then turn into you would hear him kind of going, "Kill, kill, kill."
I believe that is the sound of the dinosaur that I cannot pronounce.
Deinonychus?
The Dionychus.
And I will forever associate that beast shape with I touch myself by divinals.
The Divinalnicus.
The Divinalnicus. I want you to love me.
All right. Actually, you know what? That's only a medium beast, so you've appeared. Now, that was Barkskin as an action, turning into a beastie as a bonus action? Any movement?
Yes. Oh. I guess we'll go here. Yeah, we'll go here.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Chiquito, as you do that, Cyanrath looks at you and is like, huh, no smarter as a whatever you are than you were as a spider. Opens his mouth and blasts a line of lightning once more. This time catching you, catching Anrin, catching Rob. It's going to miss show.
Okay, so
dexterity saving throws from the Dionychus, Anrin, and Rob.
so
DC
I have danger sense.
Advantage on it, absolutely.
You said, was that Dex?
Dexterity, DC is 13.
Oh, I missed it. That
Grumpy's
is
taking
for
all of it.
Rob
Maybe.
is done.
Dionychus, is your dexterity any better? Oh, no, you're fine. There you go.
Yeah.
You just picked the wrong name.
Yep.
Anrin does pass. The lightning damage is 26.
Good.
So
Good.
Rob, how many hit points did you have?
24.
Now, how many hit
my
points?
max.
How many hit points
one.
did you have? One.
I had one. Yeah.
That's 25. You are at negative
So
25.
you're one over your max negative.
That is unfortunately a dead Rob Oakes, I believe.
That is it.
Now, Rob Oakes, I'm going to give you a few seconds to think about what your character class is, to think about what you might be able to do right now, and what might save you from an instant death.
Oh, right. Thank you. I will use. Thank you. I
Now,
will
Rob,
use my last.
I'm going to warn you that this thing that you probably are thinking about right now still has a chance of you dying if you only roll the minimum, so...
But there's a chance.
There's a chance.
I'm going to use cutting words. And as the lightning hits me, I'm gonna go, "Fuck you, Cyanrath!"
Any inspiration left there?
Yeah.
I don't.
Unfortunately, no
It was
inspiration on the
two.
cutting words. It's just the D.
Oh.
Is it an 8 now?
D6.
D6. Okay. You want to see a big
Jeez.
number here.
But it reduces it for everyone.
It does reduce it for everyone. You do get that advantage. All right, so it was
Well.
actually 22 then.
Oh, then I'm still here. Never mind.
So, Rob Oakes, you are at least not dead.
I'm unconscious.
You are unconscious, but not dead.
Okay.
Right.
Fuck you, Cyanrath.
Blah.
It hurt him. It hurt him just a little bit.
Anrin, I think that might still have you unconscious too.
Yeah. Everybody that got hit other than the Dionychus is out.
Okay, and Dionychus is looking just a little bit rough.
Very rough, actually. I'm just adjusting it. He has 2.
Cyanrath licks his teeth, seeing if the sparkle comes back. No sparkle this time. Show?
I'm gonna give Rob my last good berry.
Okay. Rob, you're back at 1 hit point. It's been a roller coaster of a night for you.
And then I'm gonna get behind
I
this
have this
goddamn
idea for
dealer.
a song. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
I'm gonna go here.
Show shelters.
Don't stand in lines.
Anrin, I think I need a death saving throw from you once more. 15's at least on the good side. The big old Dracolich, massive, full-size dragon, dragging its way along through here. It picks up Jet and starts moving after the little blue dragon, just sort of aping its movements. Rob, you got 1 hit point. You're prone again, but you are alive. What you doing?
He doesn't have his headphones on.
Uh-oh. She keeping you in line, telling you what to do, a little coaching? Uh-oh, can you hear us, Rob?
Rob, sorry, my son was talking.
Oh, no worries.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was the wife giving you role-playing tips.
No, my son wanted to know where all my art supplies were. All right, what?
That's dangerous. You are at 1 hit
Yeah.
point. You are
Super.
prone, but you're alive.
I'm gonna get up
Okay.
and I'm gonna shoot an arrow at Cyanrath. Because why not at this point? I mean, honestly.
Because why not indeed?
Oh,
You know what's good about an 18? An 18 hits. Cyanrath is looking a wee bit unhealthy, but at about the same time, Yaz, you can hear that the kobolds are pouring into that tunnel. They will probably be here next round. Little blue dragon dragging its prize off for their munchings and crunchings. Yaz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at all them kobolds. Look at them, just all piled in there,
Yeah.
packed like sardines.
Yeah, they are. They are. I truly don't know what I'm gonna do. I just keep staring at this kobold like, the heck? I'm going to move down here. Oh, that was the thing. I'm gonna move down here and say, incoming! Incoming kobolds! And then I'm going to do another Eldritch Blast at Cyanrath.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a chat inspiration.
Sounds
And
good.
hope to dear God that I hit. Please, just let me hit him. That's a hit.
At 18
I
works.
Cool.
Please,
So
please,
I get
please,
to ask you a very important question. How would you like to do this?
Yay!
Oh,
Yay! Okay. So he's gonna be coming in like as if he's sprinting. I can't say he actually dashed, but he's like running over, like arms flailing about, the what's it called? The frills totally frilled out, like, guys, kobolds incoming, and just like turns his head and does like that and spits an eldritch blast at him as he runs by.
So as you are doing that, indeed, you strike the Eldritch Blast. Cyan Wrath falls. That enormous Dracolich just sort of like looks over at you, like Jeet's body hanging from his mouth, like caught up in one leg on like teeth. It's hanging down through the underside of the jaw where there's no flesh, and it's like watches you for a second, and then it continues moving along. Yes. Anything else?
Used an action. Moved. Dragons aren't doing anything to us yet. I don't see it. Can I hex a kobold? Can I hex a kobold from where we are, or no?
I don't think you can see them yet.
I didn't think so.
Not quite.
I'm gonna put a hex on the unstable then, just to be safe. Because I think, yeah, I can see unstable.
Sure.
That is an aggressive action.
Oh,
Yep.
So that would make it be unhappy?
It might.
It might.
They're ignoring us, so...
Just saying.
Yeah. I'll hold off on hexing then.
We may need the better part of valor here.
Yeah. Ignore that, not hexing unstable. I'll hold off on that, and I'll just end my turn.
All right. So, we're going to drop out of turn order for like 6 seconds or so, as the little blue dragon continues moving away. The great big dragon continues moving over. The kobolds reach this point, and then Yaz and Chiquito, you can see that they go from running top speed, weapons in hand, to just sliding face first on the floor, palms spread, face down, absolute throwing themselves prostrate before the dragons.
Can I do something, or are we out of turn
We
order?
are out of turn order until something aggressive happens. So,
In Draconic,
yep.
I would like to say, as it was prophesied, he who birthed them must be the first to go. We have done the will of Tiamat.
Oh, that's a hell of a bluff. So as you start calling that one out, unfortunately, we do have an Anrin unconscious. Does anyone have a way to help that, or wish to? Okay.
While I'm gonna try to. I don't understand him. Never mind.
Okay.
I don't know what you're saying in Draconic. So
he's running cute berry.
Okay.
Out of armpit.
I'm almost certain that's not how this works, but Anrin, you are at 1 hit point, so everyone is.
If not, I still have 2, so I could give one up.
Everyone is conscious.
Cute.
And
Cute.
Rob, can I see? I feel like that was a religion, but I'm willing to hear arguments.
I was going to try to make it sound performance-y, or either like you must believe me, persuasion-y was where I was going. But
okay,
I can see religion.
I'm going to say you were invoking a goddess, so religion your DC is going to be a little bit more favorable. Persuasion your DC is going to be a little bit less favorable. I'm not going to tell you which way, how many favorable.
Yeah, right.
But
I have a +7 to persuasion. I have a +3 to religion.
I have 2 unspent chat inspirations. I'd like to give one.
Absolutely.
So
with advantage.
I'm still gonna stick with persuasion.
Okay.
At advantage.
Okay, let's see it.
Oh.
You hear the kobolds begin intoning a chant, basically repeating what you're saying. As they all pile up, slowly inching their way forwards to be in the presence of the glorious dragons that have been born. No
and
real.
then I start singing along with them as I start motioning us to edge out.
I'm going to kind of.
What is happening?
I'm going to mimic the bowing motion and
Okay.
follow Rubbo. like low to the ground, but slowly like backing up.
Yeah.
Kill. I'm gonna help up Anrin. Kill.
What the hell is going on?
Then in common quickly, just follow along, show. But sung into the rhythm.
Alright.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Quick passive wisdoms or passive perceptions, please. What's everyone rolling at?
I have a 12.
Passive perception.
Passive perception.
is
Oh god, there's
Where
13.
is that on here?
Left-hand side, a
center
little
left.
under the stats.
16 for Chiquito.
Okay. So Chiquito,
13
if
for me.
okay, yeah. So you guys are quite aware. To the south and to the west, where that tunnel narrows a bit, you start hearing the sound of rustling and then thumps. It sounds like someone's moving a fair-sized amount of cloth around, but a reasonable distance away. After a few seconds, you start to hear a rattling, some rustling, maybe iron or wood bouncing against stone, and from up above, you hear a female voice calling down a tunnel or a hallway of some sort, asking what in the world is going on down there.
Does this voice sound like the lady from in the center of camp when
I think you can definitely put that one together.
examples?
Yes, she has that. She
Okay.
has that. She has that, and you hear what I'm going to say is a woman's voice, but I believe you correctly identified it's a foppish man a little earlier. So
Cool.
Is there any chance we can hide from? Do we see any way we can hide on our way past this person? Or are we going to run into him and we're going to need to bluff out?
So where you're hearing it is from down here in the southwest. That little cubby area seems to have a tunnel of some sort connected to it. So you would go in and then start climbing up. A quick peek down there reveals a rope ladder hanging around a circular well-style shape. You can't see up it, and the voice calling down is probably a good 20 to 30 feet up a chute based on the echoes and the sound, but they're demanding to know what's going on. You could maybe squeeze past the kobolds if you were quite careful.
Be careful and squeeze past them. Anybody got a better idea?
Kill.
Next 6 seconds.
Squeezing past
I'm
seems like a
I'm just
pretty
following
good
your
idea.
lead at this point.
We're
I mean,
beaten
we
up.
gotta get
I mean,
back.
we gotta
we
get
gotta
out.
get back. We gotta
We
go.
gotta get out of here.
We gotta get out of here.
Okay.
So, yep.
All right, so I think that the option I'm hearing is making your way through the kobolds. I'm going to need to hear some sort of skill use from each of you as you try to make your way through. Things that perhaps you might do, something like religion, similar to what Yaz was doing, where you're prostrating yourself but claiming you're unworthy as you back away through the ranks, pushing those more worthy forward. Perhaps a stealth is you just like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be here, stepping around the kobolds, or something else.
I'm gonna pretend that I'm someone's pet.
Probably not an insight if that's what you were going for with the pet angle. But
An axe.
I'm gonna stand up straight like I belong here.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
And
walk by. I'm gonna pick up Cyanrat's greatsword and I'm gonna march toward that door.
Sounds
Just
good.
Like I'm walking out. I'm gonna roll an intimidate.
Sounds
skill
good.
check,
I'm going next to him as his pet.
and I
or
will use
her
my
pet.
last chat inspiration for this.
Sounds good. So I
Cool.
got show with an intimidation. Is show the one taking the lead on the way out, or is someone else going first?
I was gonna do a performance of singing a song to the greatness of oh my god, I'm blanking on her name, Tiamat.
Tiamat.
And that her children have been born on this earth, and just sort of strum along a song about it.
Okay.
As we walk by. And
So-
I'll sing it in Draconic.
So, Sho, as you take the initiative, you grab the sword, you start moving out. You can see these kobolds are majority the blue kobolds that were previously surrounding Cyanrath, and you're the right shade of blue. They're like, I'm not sure if you're supposed to take the sword, so you don't get like a wide path opened up, but you're able to kind of push through them so far. But you haven't really helped or hindered those following.
I won't directly challenge any kobold that gets in my way, but I will certainly give them a dirty.
You got it. Now, Grumpy's praises and intonations are definitely helping out, both easing the stepped upon fingers and toes of the kobolds that Sho is pushing through. So things are looking a little up, but not great yet. Who's the next one into the pile? I think our Chiquito Bird was up there in the mix.
Cute. Just pretending to be
Is that like a deception? A stealth?
performance. Deception? Let me
Performance?
see.
Big animal.
Tell you.
An obsequious check?
An obsequious
Yes.
check? I think that's probably another word for stealth. Maybe sleight of hand? Maybe. Do you have hands?
2.
House.
Sleight of paw.
Sleight of
claw.
We're gonna go. I guess we'll just do stealth. I guess.
Okay.
I mean, it's not gonna be any difference unless it's a sleight of hand. We'll just do stealth. It's gonna be the same difference. Actually, because I have to go through the decks of this creature anyway, right?
Mhm.
So I wouldn't be able to do like a performance or anything, right?
Well,
You would be
your-
charisma. Well, you keep your
your
own
mental
charisma, so you'd be able to use your charisma.
yeah.
Right. I was really hoping insight, but you shot that down so quick. I don't know how we were. I was just kidding. There's no way that we're gonna do that. A persuasion, maybe? No. Q.
It's an insight just to know what they want to hear.
Yeah. Q.
Yeah.
Q.
I know,
Insight
but
to know what they
Uh,
want to
I
hear.
didn't see it,
No.
but-
that's pretty good. That's very
Oh.
solid. So yes, you position yourself as a
So you have a
noble pet of this fearsome warrior.
Yep.
So that gets 3 out of 5 underway. Anrin, Yaz, what are you up to?
I'm thinking, as I'm kind of still bowing, keeping head low, like, oh, it's great and powerful children of Tiamat, and saying that in Draconic.
Do lizardmen have a chameleon power? Could you turn?
Casey?
I don't think so.
That's too bad. That'd be cool.
I'd be
That'd be
willing
really
to hear
cool.
that argument if you hadn't gone for the frilled one that spits the
I know.
poison style. Like if you had styled
Yeah.
yourself a little more chameleon-y, maybe, but you're pretty.
Now I want to build a variant lizard man that has
Yeah.
chameleon powers.
That'd be super cool.
Although I like this
Um,
one. I've never been interested until this.
Yeah.
So could I do a deception in saying like we must bring the children more food so they can get strong and
Yeah,
like do
seems
that?
solid. Seems solid.
Okay. All right. Still keeping low. Like please.
Come on.
Ah!
Intimidation.
Did I do intimidation?
I
mean, it's the same roll, but
okay, so if it's the same roll, we'll keep it. So far we're good news. We're 2 positive. So you're doing well. Anrin would have to really stab a kobold to to break this up, but maybe Anrin does. Anrin,
And
what
that
is your
not-
what is your efforts out of there?
My skill. I'm using my insight. I realize I'm still wearing the robe of an acolyte, as far as they know.
Mm-hmm.
I can pull, and I can pull the hood because it has a hood, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I can pull the hood forward. I can, in other words, serenely and gracefully, because I am an elf, walk forward, bow to the unborn who's confused as hell, and head out the door with everybody else.
Sounds good. All right, go ahead and give it a roll. All right. So that goes reasonably well. You make your way through the kobolds, and you find yourselves on the far side. Now, they are slowly spilling through the hallway, but you're back in their tinker area over here. Now, up till this point, you've still been in sight of the last kobold, and there's a few still scattering about, finishing up what they're doing, not realizing what's going on, about to run in this direction. Where are you headed from here?
Run.
Ow!
I think that's the best choice.
Like as soon as we don't see kobolds,
We look so
oh,
tough right until we're like, doom.
Okay, please put yourself in a marching order that you would be as you progress.
Well, I was leading the line out, so I'm first.
And I was right behind Zolara.
Okay, so Show, do me a favor. Don't move too far yet. Come on back here. Where you
over there,
going?
In my mind, I'm over there.
Where you think you're going there? Come on back.
Sorry,
Come on back
I
here.
was moving us up where we could make a clear line.
That's all right. We're gonna start right about here. You're just rounding that corner for reasons, just reasons. We're gonna start back here.
Humor me.
Would you please, Show, roll me a 1d10?
Oh.
Show, you start to make your way up the stairs, and the ceiling above you collapses. Please give me, Show and Rob, DC 15 dexterity saving throws.
So danger sense gives me advantage.
Yep.
Damn kobolds and their traps.
I'm okay.
I'm not.
All right. Three points of damage from bludgeoning come down upon you. Show, you'll take 1. Grumpy, you'll take 3.
We're both unconscious.
We're both unconscious.
Okay. Show and Rob fall unconscious before you, Chiquito.
Two good berries.
I feel like he's gonna snap his little claws.
I come like bearing the good berries.
All right.
I need more.
You deploy the good berries. Congratulations. You are back at 1 hit point. You are back conscious. The falling ceiling has been triggered. So it cannot fall any more than it already has. Congratulations.
All right, we did it, guys.
When I feel recovered, I'm going to murder these kobolds.
Oh, yeah, every last fucking one of them. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Rob. I know you like kobolds.
Rob,
I'm going
no.
to murder all of them.
I used to love them. These guys don't sing the way the other ones did. These guys are like,
Oh, they're going to sing their death songs.
they're super culty. The other kobolds, they were like culty in a good way. Like they were like pranky. These guys are like, well, hey, let's kill some humans. You
Okay,
know, like,
let's go.
Cute.
All right. Are you in the
marching?
marching order that you would like to be in?
Unless anybody passes me while I'm unconscious.
Cute.
Sure. Show, would you be so kind as to roll me 1d10?
all right,
It's going
kobolds
well.
the whole way through. Maybe we ought to do some perception checks and look for some traps.
Rob, would you be so kind as to roll me 1d10?
God.
Chiquito,
Oh.
would you be so kind as to roll me 1d10?
Oh.
Cute.
Yes, would you be so kind as to roll me 1d10?
Uh-oh.
2.
Uh-oh.
Yes!
Yeah.
Would you please give me a DC 15 perception check?
Perception. Sure.
Eek!
Oh, no.
You know, there is a 15 there.
There is
Just
a
saying.
15 there. Unfortunately, it's on the wrong side of the line, which is exactly where you stepped. As you are crossing between some stalactites and stalagmites, you step upon a square of parchment painted to look like the floor. It tears below your foot, and you step down onto a number of spikes. Please give me a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
All of us, or just...
Just you. Just you with the spikes in your foot.
Okay.
Oh.
You have a. Do lizards have an advantage on poison?
Do they?
I don't know. I'm asking.
They might. If they spray
Probably.
poison, sometimes they have resistance.
I'd say so. Probably. That's
I
the
don't
kind
know
of.
anything about lizard.
That's
men.
the
I'm just
kind.
Like,
asking.
Sorry, I thought...
That's the kind
Sorry,
that it's the poison kind.
Sorry, I thought you said... For some reason, I thought you said Oak's roll?
Oh, no, sorry. Yes, please. DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. Don't know why I heard differently, but...
No worries. Okay, so... you take 2 points of damage as the needles pierce your foot. And then your foot goes all sorts of crazy, numb, then hot, then cold. You can feel poison coursing up your leg, but it doesn't mess with you too bad. It doesn't throw you off in any way. Now that the parchment's been torn, Andrin, you can easily step across it without a problem. You find yourselves back in the room that are full of bats and other such things.
My God.
We did wake all the bats up earlier. They all flew out.
They're mostly out at this point, but this is where the bats are, the guano is, all that sort of stuff. Where are you headed from here?
Can I be like swinging my warhammer in front of me, just like, fucking, where are any more of you?
Show, please go ahead and move yourself along as you would want to go.
Cute.
Sounds good. Keep going.
Cute.
Ah, Show!
Oh, no, I don't want to go there.
You misremembered. No!
Cute.
Stay to the left.
Show.
You mean the right. Stay to the right. Damn it.
Shit,
You said
right.
left.
I'm saying line up. Cute.
Left coming in, right going out.
Show, unfortunately, you get close to the violet fungi. A line of 4 of them in a row. We're going to back you up to right there where you first got in the way of them.
What are we? It's like we did so well coming in.
Yeah.
All right, whatever dude, please line up behind Show as you believe you would have been.
Cute.
We're going to go ahead and bring up the turn order.
This is a rough one.
Please go ahead and add yourselves to the turn order.
Oh.
If it's okay, can I just do Chiquito so that, or should I do so that? I'll do this guy.
If Chiquito and the Deinonychus have the same dexterity,
Yeah, we'll just do that. Should I click it? Yeah. Cool.
All right, we got some good. Really? -4? We got some good news. Rob and Show, you realize your mistake before the violet fungi lash out. Rob, what are you doing? You are within the danger range right now.
I'm gonna grab Show's arm and I'm gonna pull her back.
Okay.
If she'll let me.
Is there a special word starting with a D that you'd like to use right now?
Like our safe word?
Wouldn't it is my turn to disengage from them?
Your safe
Okay.
word is disengage.
Yeah, your safe word is disengage.
All right.
Safe word.
Yes, I will like disengage. Back up.
I'm not going to let you pull me, but I am going to follow your lead.
Okay.
Okay.
So good news. You realize the trap is there before it springs on you. Show
I'm
you're
gonna
able to
go
move
this way.
out of the way, hug the northern wall, and reach the ledge.
And then I'm going to stop at the bottom of it and cradle my hands to boost everybody up to 10 foot.
Sounds good. Now, there's one last concern. I will need from everyone a stealth check. Your cloaks are functional once more, so you are at advantage. Your DC is a 12. I need more passes than fails.
Well, I failed.
That's okay. I think we have we have 3 successes so far, so we are going to be okay. You work your way up the wall, although you cut it close. You work your way up the wall. You start making your way north, and as you do so, in the darkness, those of you who have the dark vision can see a passage open up to the south, and folks start pouring out of it. They wear the cult's attire. Seems like this is the entrance that the cultists use to reach back rather than the kobolds do.
We have a whole camp out. We have a whole camp outside.
They don't seem aware of you yet. But there's a bunch of folks there.
I mean, we need a long rest. I mean, we need to rest.
We need, at the very least, a short rest.
At the very, very least.
Yeah.
So.
What about back to cold storage?
So you are all up here now. You could continue out. You could turn back. Your choice. Aaron, come on, get up here.
If we're this far ahead of them, I would keep heading out.
Yes.
What do we see when we look out? What do we see when we look out?
Sure.
Daylight?
It is nighttime because you were creeping down under cover of night. So it is nighttime out there. You don't see any guards.
We left the rope right here.
You got a rope right there. You making a break for the rope?
What else is behind? What we have the rope. Is there still a full camp out there, or is there? I know that people started leaving earlier, but
it's a depopulated camp. There's still a few folks out there because they were planning on sacrificing Leosin to the young dragons come the morning. So that was the fun time event of the cult. But most of the mercenaries and all of those with business had to be forced away.
I say we try to sneak by cover of night back to our camp where we had Leosin. That's my thought.
Okay.
It's probably best.
All right.
I don't
So
think we can survive another night in the caves.
I will ask for one more, and I'm thinking either athletics or stealth as you work your way up the rope in the darkness, trying not to make noise or drawing attention to yourselves.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay.
Ooh.
You're making some noise, but it's not enough to alert them. But you feel that maybe you've left some tracks and traces, a couple of gouges and scratches on the wall that once they start trying to figure out what's going on, will probably point them to the top of the bluff. You're not going to be safe there.
Well, I'm going to pull the rope up for sure. But...
Absolutely.
And then we need to move on back to our camp in the woods.
Yep.
Not our camp, but where we left. I mean, our pseudo camp.
Where Leosin and Escobar are holding down what passes for a fort for you. So let's flip back over the big map.
Oh man, can we get back?
So in the bottom right-hand corner is the kind of big overhead map. You were in the center of that horseshoe. You just climbed back on top of the plateau. On the southwest side of the rise, blocked from view from the guardhouses. The guardhouses are represented by the little X's. Is where you had left Leosin and Escobar ostentatiously as support for you, but they were pretty rough. So really all they're good for is guard and helping you limp along as necessary. Are you going to try and camp nearby and take a rest, or are you risking it out on the green fields making a break for it? or something else that I haven't thought of yet?
Kobolds here.
If we are intending to take a full rest, we should do it further away. If we
I
are
agree.
intending a short rest, we could try that here. It might take them an hour to find this spot.
An hour's worth of rest isn't going to do me much good for y'all.
But it might give us enough
'Cause I'm
energy
almost
to
out
go
of
further.
hit dice.
I am out of hit dice.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's make it a ways away from here. Try to find a more covered spot further away.
Sounds good. So what I'm probably thinking is 2 to 3 teams. Probably someone doing something like survival, possibly assisted to find you the easiest path to move forward. Probably someone or a pair doing stealth to cover your trail from behind, and then a freebie person in the middle to do whatever.
Well,
Leosin
I'll
and
be
Yep.
I'll be Chiquito. I'm back to Chiquito, and everyone's gonna get booped before they do whatever they do.
Okay, so guidance going around. So that would be a normal kind of rush across. Someone scouting ahead, someone covering the trail, and then other things depending on skills you might have or abilities you want to use. Yes, Anrin.
Always volunteer to scout ahead.
Okay.
I am not great at survival, but I am trained in it. So I could assist with scouting if you think you are good at doing that.
I would.
So you would have
Well,
advantage.
that I have some skill at this, yes, and
So
so
you'd
I
have advantage
welcome
on your
it.
survival check.
Okay, so Anrin, let's have you start off finding easiest grass to travel across, getting you headed in the direction of where do you want to go?
Greenest is
Okay.
good as easy. Well,
Yep.
actually, my tribe might be closer.
Your tribe is closer.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
tribe,
so
your
I'll-
tribe is
I'll
on the
give you-
move though, so you may not know exactly where they are. There might be another roll for that.
I'll give you rough directions to the area where they are.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And Anrin, your tribe is in this area as well, but I think a little further from the mountains. Okay. All right. So survival team, could I have the roll?
And this time I am definitely using. I had 3 inspiration.
You
now
have
I-
advantage from me. You don't need to
But
use.
don't use the inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. I
And
forgot.
then roll a d4
And then a D4 on top of it.
With a little boop. You get a little boop. You're gonna do great.
Did get the boop. I appreciate the boop.
No problem.
All right, so that gives us a 16 on the survival. That's making good time. You're finding the right kind of path, so you're on the right trail. You're heading in roughly the right direction as you move through the Badlands, winding your way through your canyons. Now, for the stealth team, we've got Yaz and we've got Rob. Who's taking the lead on that one? Because Chiquito is running back and forth doing the boops.
I would probably say Rob. I have a +4, but he is a +6, so I could assist
Okay,
because I'm trained.
You
I'm
got
trained
it.
and decent.
so Rob,
Cool.
let's see that stealth covering the back trail.
I'm gonna do a couple like noises and throw some sticks away in other directions, just trying to obfuscate our sound.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Oh.
Oh.
So advantage is good.
Yeah.
It's good that you have help.
Yep, and then a +4.
And give me the D4.
Yep.
Not a cuckoo. Oh, woo, woo. There you go.
Right.
Good job.
I was going the wrong direction there.
Yeah.
Like,
You're like making bird sounds of like,
those are birds in the south. I
Yes.
was thinking.
island birds, but all right, that looks good. That looks like we are clear and away, far enough that now Leosin and Escobar stumbling along with you. Chiquito, you're doing a little helping, keeping them up.
Yep.
But you get enough of a lead out there, and you get to the point where the light's breaking. Moving any further is more likely to call attention to yourself as you move in the light. Find a good place to hide, settle in, and congratulations, do please take the benefits of a long rest.
Oh boy.
God.
One hit die back. Oh. Back. Oh, my spell.
Sleepy time.
Sleepy time.
Sleepy time.
And
Invisible.
several hours to the north, you can hear the calls of the dragons as the young get marched out. You can hear the uproar from the camp as they discover Leosin has been set free. That's okay. The people who are supposed to be guarding Leosin make excellent substitutes for dragon breakfast. So, back in the hatchery in the camp, dragons have been successfully bred. Unfortunately, it seems like one of the experiments has failed. Perhaps before this evening ends, Umbral will be hatched, but otherwise a little late breaking out of its shell. We're going to go ahead and take our 5-minute break. Everybody grab drinks and bio and such things, and then we will be back to continue and figure out what the party intends to do next.
I can't believe we're alive.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
I thought we were gonna die for sure.
This is ridiculous. I
We
told
were done.
Dusty we were TPK. Like, oh my god.
I mean,
Okay.
I think between all of us, we had like 12 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
other Chiquito.
Shared among all of us.
Well, even then,
Well-
I mean, Chiquito could only.
That one was a little rough. Unfortunately, the straight lines were not helping you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I looked at you,
Well,
Ike, and I'm
and
like,
You
is that a good
recharged
idea?
pretty well.
I didn't see the
The
sparkle.
rolls did
If I
not
would
go
have
in
seen
our
the sparkle, if I would have
If
seen the
I
sparkle,
could
I
have
would not have
higher
stepped
than
back in
mine
that
on
direction.
any of those saves.
Oh man.
But if
But
we were,
we killed the asshole.
yes, we
So,
did.
You did.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did.
His sword.
And definitely something that Anrin would have done as a gift for show before she left is remove
It's a
the sword
totem.
as a totem.
All right, I gotta get some.
Totem.
A scrotum totem.
Scrotum totem.
He didn't even realize.
No, actually, that reptiles even would qualify as having this.
We
In
should-
fact, I know they don't.
Time for a little research.
So
But he's a half dragon, so
yeah, we're just not getting skip. I hit the skip button. Skip.
Time for food.
Time for food. Oh, we are still audible, by the way. So, hello, everybody.
Casey, do you want me to send you my entire lineage of my children?
I mean, I think
And
maybe
by
in the
children, I mean
bio
child.
section of your.
Okay.
Is
I
it
named them after
widespread
Bob Dylan.
enough that I should be worried about it? Be like, oh, there's gonna be one in every town.
No, just one.
Just
There's
one.
just the one, actually.
Okay.
And it's partly why he's on the run. So,
Mmm.
oh.
On the run.
Oh my god, I did not think I swear to God, I mean, and by rights, if you hadn't given me that cutting words, little.
I was bummed. I was so bummed out. I was like, there goes my buddy. There goes Chiquito's buddy. We're never gonna get to dish anymore.
So-
Like, oh.
First couple of levels, I'll give you those hints, but those will be running out soon.
No, I know. I forget that kind of stuff all the time.
Well, I could still be on tutorial mode. That's okay with us. I don't mind.
My backup character is Rob's daughter.
Hey, it works.
A 12-year-old bard.
What did we achieve? We killed the asshole.
You
Yeah.
you
I
killed
mean,
Cyanrath.
That was huge. That was huge. I mean, we gotta celebrate the victory.
Yep.
Like we killed that jackass.
You
Like-
so, I mean, things that you have done that are positive. You did kill Cyanrath, which is a military leader of. You don't know officially the Code of the Dragon, but Leosin will tell you Code of the Dragon. You assisted in fewer of the villagers being pulled into more nefarious pacts with the cult. So they did all swear not to harm the cult, but fewer got really pulled in than they would have. You did rescue Leosin. You did rescue Escobar.
Right.
And you dispatched a bunch of kobolds, which is, a couple among a billion, but
It's rabbits. Definitely.
I mean,
we let the dragons actually hatch.
The dragons did hatch.
Yeah, we didn't have a really opportunity.
There was no way we were going to do that. I don't know how. Like the rolls would have gone in our way. We would have had to have every roll go our way to do that.
The rolls
or dash and just like smash the eggs.
Yeah, if the eggs had been a priority and you'd gotten the shots off, you could have smashed them while they were unhatched. But I mean,
we were unlikely to do that.
Yeah, that was a stretch goal.
Get a wine. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Whoop. Where does the time go? Beep. All right.
The funny thing about the cutting words thing was this: I only had one left, so I was really.
Oh, was that really oh?
Yeah. So you might have made that suggestion, and I would have been like, "What? I got none." I was. Oh.
Yikes!
God, that was lucky. And helpful, thank you.
No problem.
I never think about using those things for myself. I'm always like, "Oh, that's involved." Yeah.
Well, it wasn't just for you.
Yeah, it kept Chiquito from
That's true.
turning back into Chiquito.
Yep. That was probably pretty clutch.
Critical.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a. Oh, you guys spent a long time at 1 hit point. But
I was just telling Dusty we survived TPK by Goodberry alone.
Yes.
It was Goodberry that got us through.
a lot of truth to that.
Such a good call on the good berries.
It
And
was
doing
a
them
huge
every night.
Yeah.
Huge.
Did you have any
Post
spell
note
slots
of
to load us up for today?
I did. I was actually thinking about.
So that is our good friend Leosin, who everybody loves.
I don't
Perhaps.
love him.
Definitely.
He already annoys me.
Leosin does not look anywhere near that put together. He looks quite beaten, quite bloody, and despite the rest, a little rough. He has no equipment other than some torn up clothing, which is rather bloodied. Escobar the Red in a similar state. Basically, just his skivvies. And whatever clothing you were able to snatch on the way out. The party has rested.
Everyone.
Good.
Oh, we're not back on, are we?
Oh, yep, we are. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I will give Escobar a hand axe,
Okay.
and I will give Leosin a quarterstaff.
These are accepted and
And
thanked.
say, at least you will be somewhat prepared.
Aye, it'd have been easier if we'd just gone after that dragon when he was right there. Could see his belly through the slats. We could have gutted him. Escobar.
Died in greenest.
You and I don't understand easy the same way, Escobar.
Just would have we just swing. Just
May
swing.
have been a glorious death.
Paints the picture. Leosin, however, is we're away, which is fantastic. A little bit of rest, and then we're heading south, aren't we? I was thinking north.
We are heading south to find a safe place to rest, but if we need to head north,
Well, and let's flip
What's
over
north?
to the Sword Coast map here for a little bit. so we can point at things. And let's see if the map will behave and let me pick up this pink dot this time. Of course it won't. Why would it? Leosin, you get to be my marker. So, you all are right about here at the moment.
I
Are
don't
you
see the
guys
map.
on? Yeah, we're still sitting on the other
Still
map,
sitting on it.
Casey.
Come to me, map. How about
There we go,
now?
There we go.
Now
All right. And for the folks at home, let's get you in the right part of the world. There we go.
There he is.
So, not all that long ago, you started out from the town, the city-states of on a merchant caravan. You headed north, came to Greenest. At Greenest, you got into a little kerfluffle. From there, they started leading you down to the south and west, following a massive caravan of kobolds and cultists and mercenaries. You were able to divert them quite well, and instead of continuing south back down to avoiding the tolls where they would then be able to sell the townsfolk as slaves, they were instead forced to divert up and around this area to the hatchery, a cult fortification. From there, townsfolk were released and made their way back to Greenest. But you've continued south a little ways, heading towards where the families of Sho are known to roam. You've probably got another day's travel before you would start picking up the trail signs to know where they actively are now. They follow the movements of the various herds, animals, and the growing cycles, so depending on what's come into season and when, will be where they are. Likely at this point they'd be starting to make their way up the mountain, up the hills, following the migration of goats, things that you hunt?
They are called Idia.
Idia.
In your language, it is ox.
Ox. I know a great hunter of oxen. Yeah. So.
Bit rude.
Bit rude indeed. So Leosin is indicating that we could head back north to Baradusk. That's where his people would have been coming from, heading down towards Greenest. Likely they will come upon the folks from Greenest, realize they've been released, but still be looking for me. So I was thinking we could sort of about face, now that we've had a bit of distance, swing round a bit right, either towards Erebor or towards Greenest, and then head back up to Baradusk and let them know that we're okay and pass along the information that we know. Unfortunately, the cultists have a few days head start now with their wagons, so we may not be able to catch up with them in time to prevent them from mixing with the other traders. That's sort of what I fear. All this ill-gotten good, as soon as it hits the trade road, we may not be able to find it to recover it.
So we're concerned about recovering the ill-gotten trade goods?
Well,
At least it's not the people.
It's not compelling to me.
It
Sorry.
was the people that were important.
Yeah.
well, yes, but you've already dealt with that.
Yes.
Ish. Now there's dragons that have just been born. There are people getting pressed into service. There are forced servitude. There's forced vows. I'm not so concerned about some of these special candlesticks right now. I think we need to deal with these dragons and warn people about that.
Your people in Berdusk, they are who?
Well, I'm a member of the Harpers, and they are a part of my monastery and collective, as well as some being Harpers. And I have a friend in the Lord's Alliance, though he's a bit further north, up in El Terrell, as well as in the Order of the Gauntlet. They're the ones that be able to marshal forces enough to stand against dragons and that sort.
We move to Berdusk to tell them to spread the word.
That would certainly work. Now, I'm curious. Working towards the betterment of all That's quite a noble sentiment, wishing to take care of the people. Would you be interested in assisting in that?
It is necessary, yes.
It is quite. You see the family candlesticks, as you referenced them, are going to fund the activities of these cultists and these brigands and bandits. They would not have been able to gather in numbers as large as they did without these funds. Now that they've gathered even more and are funneling them north, they could supply a much larger army, attacking cities much larger than Greenest. While each person is equal as they stand, there are more people in larger cities, and we would wish to protect them as well.
Agreed.
So,
Go on.
Yeah.
I've been tracking, as I think Nassim had told you, the cultists, and my investigations led me to discover a great deal, including the hatching of these dragons. Now, with them born, they're not likely to stay there long enough for us to mount an assault. The hatching seems to have been an odd one. Was there anything weird or unusual about the dragons? Normally...
Yes.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
there
super
was.
weird. Super weird.
Yep.
Oh, what sorts of things?
First off, one was dead, but moving. Second, the other one changed colors.
Yes, those both qualify as unusual.
Yes. Other one did not hatch, so we do not know, but yeah, those two super weird.
Well, that's a mercy. At least perhaps one of their experiments failed. Are you familiar at all with the...
It not hatch while we were there.
Are you familiar at all with the Cult of Dragons? Do you know of them?
We've killed several of them.
Would I have heard anything picking up tails?
Would
or-
you? How about history or religion, perhaps?
Hey,
Is it possible for Yaz maybe to have heard something as well?
Sure.
Having
If you
lived in cities?
you lived in a kind of rough and tumble area, so you might have gotten hit up with the recruitment posters.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have been hit up by recruitment posters, but it would be something that we would keep track of simply because it had to do with dragons.
That is possible. So go ahead and give
Still
me
has no idea.
again probably a history on that one. Okay. So you're all familiar with the common thing that everybody sort of knows. The Cult of the Dragon follows Tiamat. That's something you're all familiar with. And supposedly they, are the movers and shakers behind the thrones of X County and Y County. They have ideas like the Illuminati, that sort of thing. But there's a lot of gods and goddesses, and each of them are supposedly to have that. I mean, somebody said that, Cyric was marching around in Baldur's Gate a while back. So you're familiar with that sort of thing. Maybe you've seen someone flashing some of the hand signals they do, which tends to be like a, show, the five, basically, show the 5 heads of Tiamat, but sometimes they hold 2 back. It's the kind of thing you learn as a kid and you're not really supposed to do, but, there you go. So that's probably where you all feel it is. It's a rough group. There's some mysticism to it. There's a lot of those around. Leozen says, well, to expand on your knowledge, quite a long time ago, the Cult of the Dragon had a prophecy written. And it stated that the land shall become the property or inherited by something along those lines of the dragons who are dead. The translation's a little vague, but since then they have they're the ones that make Draco Liches. Have you seen them before? Big skeleton-y dragons in stories?
Yes, just recently.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, that one
Extra big.
Mhm.
a lot
They're-
like
They tend to be
Volga.
playful.
Well, that's a bit worrying, actually.
Kind of dopey, but yes, very worrying.
My understanding is that that should not have been possible.
Straight
Very,
out of
very,
egg. Weird.
yeah, very, very few Dracoliches are rumored to exist, similar to very, very few liches. Unless you're, unfortunately and unfortunate enough to find your way into the Doom Vault. But it's not something that should be able to be done in such a way. If they developed a new method to that, we want to curtail that as quickly as possible and prevent that information from spreading. So,
Okay.
good.
Casey, was it important for us to hear that prophecy as you originally worded it, or the
No.
basic?
Leosin's not even. Yeah, Leosin's not even clear on it, and he's basically saying it was something along the lines of.
Okay, so basically, the important part was getting towards there's Dracoliches.
There's Dracoliches. They create Dracoliches. Now, of late, they've been working to other goals, and that's what I've been investigating and unable to turn up. Normally, they were. I don't like use the word harmless, but they were no more harmful than other such folks. They've been mobilizing. Ever since the trouble in Baldur's Gate and El Terrell, they've become more active. And now they've started raiding towns and gathering mercenaries and forces. We fear that there may be something afoot on a grander scale, and we'd like to follow the money. Unfortunately, that money's now been spread about. If we can get to Baradusk and perhaps to El Terrell fast enough, we might be able to pick up on that trail. And would you recognize any of the cultists that you saw? Or any of the goods?
Would we?
At least one cultist I would recognize.
You might be able to.
Myself.
Now that you're thinking about it a
You
day
totally
later, you're like,
remember a few.
you might be able to. You'd
Maybe
have a
more
better
of the-
chance than
the
really
main
anybody
ones.
else. So, if you're willing, I think that would be to the greatest good. It seems like Greenest won't have any more difficulty with the cult in the near future, and at that, Escobar's like, because you have failed him, and I'll cut you into little pieces. But, yes, thank you. So, perhaps, if we could travel to Baradusk, and then up to El Terrell. If we happen upon any of the cultists along the way, we do what we can to track them. And then once we've gathered ourselves and found out any other information we have, I mean, there are rewards for adventurers such as yourselves.
Really care about a reward.
I do
Not
appreciate
gonna,
that.
Not gonna lie, I like rewards, but
I care
this
a
is
little
not
bit about
out
a
there.
reward. I don't have anything right now, so I care a little bit about a reward.
Well, that makes sense. You need to buy something. But truly,
But mostly, I'm looking for a good song here.
Well, I mean, you're likely to be involved in great heroics. Between the Order of the Gauntlet, the Lord's Alliance, the Harpers, that's where heroes are made, and yeah, absolutely. That's where the songs are written.
You are all heroes already. We have rescued many people, and we have eliminated the great evil. It was not as successful as it might have been, but we are already heroes. Let us
And
take our
Harold-
glory further, huh?
Joe, was that your goal when you started out?
No. My goal is to protect those who cannot protect themselves, and it seems it is aligned with this.
my goals were much simpler. But I feel great things will come from an alliance with all of you. I enjoy all of you. I would like to continue to stay with you.
You're good people, Yaz.
I'm good
Um,
people.
You're good people.
Hey.
Yeah, I think we stick together if you're all willing, but
I mean, you weren't really gonna get rid of other place to go, honestly. So I was hoping we wouldn't split up because I definitely needed a group to stay with. It gets lonely. I don't mind it, but I could only talk to myself so much.
no.
I doubt that about you.
No,
I try.
No.
I certainly would want to remain with you and be part of whatever we choose to do. But if we're choosing to engage in this work, for me the goal is not so noble as yours show. I want to make the world safe for my people, and to do that, then the dragons cannot be. And while we've sort of dismissed the gods who are walking the earth as myths, that I think is a mistake. If there are strange things happening with the dragons, Tiamat is probably involved. And that is another huge and unknown puzzle. And my
Well,
people would be in great danger if that were true.
I will be most thankful for your assistance for whatever reason you give it.
I would assist you because you are my companion. But I would want to make this choice with clear eyes.
Aaron,
Yes.
you helping your people, it doesn't sound like that's not noble. I don't understand what would be unnoble about helping your own people.
I've come to realize that I have not always been very open about people other than my own people. None of you are of my people. And I would want to protect you too. But that is strange to me. Our people have always been separate. And I hugged a spider. I still haven't quite
Yeah, that was
wrapped.
me actually.
I understand. And so I hugged a spider who's also a tall wooden person who has a twig. And I felt like I was
Yeah,
hugging a person. And that is
you.
unusual for me.
Yeah.
We have bled together, and we have shed blood together. Are we not
Very
our
much.
people?
Yes.
Do your people not have songs, Amber?
Oh no, they have many songs and they're all towards the glory of our people. But they don't really treat very many other beings in those songs with great affection. I'm
There is
beginning to see that perhaps pride is one of those virtues that can be carried to a fault.
I'd like to learn those songs if you would be willing to teach them.
And probably as you're saying that, the bit about the pride being carried to a fault and learning the songs, you pick up on the sound of like a, metal on wood, and over Escobar's sitting there using the hand axe to make himself a set of spears out of limbs that he's chopped down. And you're, well, I gotta head back to Greenest and see if any of them folks is wily enough to have gotten out of making that stupid pact, and do what I can to prevent any trouble from coming there and put a little grease in their gears.
Hey, Escobar, we'll stay in touch, okay? Send us a message, maybe?
Yeah,
You figure out a way to get that to us?
absolutely, I will. Thank you. And here, thank you for the loan. And he passes you back the hand axe, and he sets the robes down and marches off with his breeches and his stack of spears over his shoulder.
Escobar,
Aye.
there will come a time where we will raise weapons against those dragons together.
I look forward to it.
stay
You owe me
alive
an
until then.
underbelly.
I will give you. Oh, don't bring up the underbelly.
Owe me
Oh,
an
that was
underbelly.
gross. That was gross and creepy.
He's like, whatever. He just goes stomping away. So
if I have a minute,
Mhm.
I would pull Yaz aside and say, hey, I'd appreciate it if you keep anything about my daughter to yourself there. That getting out.
Is it a bad thing that you have child, or
No. Definitely a good thing.
okay?
But
So why
the
secret?
Because people want to kill me, and I don't want them to kill her.
Okay, strong points.
Yeah.
Teeth will be zipped,
Thank you. Appreciate that.
of course.
That was
Lizards don't have
intertwined, by
lips,
the way.
so just the teeth get zipped.
Yeah, no, I get that. That's an idiom. Yeah.
Yes,
Um.
I'm learning them.
Yeah. Good.
All good
But
things.
All right.
Zipped.
So it sounds like you'll be willing to help us out. Now, I don't happen to have any coin on me there, Yaz. So when you arrive in Bear Dusk and El Terrell, we'll see you rewarded properly. We do want to make sure those of you who appreciate monetary rewards or find themselves in need of such things for the purchase of goods have access to them. Now, I didn't wish to let this on before you had agreed, but you remember asking back in camp whether I thought I would be able to get away, and I was quite certain I could.
Yeah,
Are you
I
having
remember.
second thoughts about that?
No, actually, I was going to share with you why I was so certain. You see, I do have a bit of a trick up my tooth. I'm able to have myself drawn back to El Terrell. It's not something that we Harpers like to advertise, but we do maintain some teleportation circles that are not entirely registered with the city. And I can get myself there rather quickly. That'll give me some time to make warning as you make your way up to El Terrell. If you're willing to travel without me, that would give me a bit of a head start on things. Would you be comfortable making your way there, or shall I travel with you?
I think we will be fine. Who do we look for in Verdusk?
Excellent. Where you would ask for my good friend Leosin. No, excuse me, my good friend Onthar Froome. I'm Leosin.
You
I
asked
got-
for me.
You sure are.
It's been a
You
lot
know, I
of-
did hit
it's
you
been a
pretty
lot.
hard. It's okay.
Yes. Excuse me. I pretend
What
to
was
be
the name
him at
again?
Halloween parties. It's fantastic. No, my good friend Onthar Froome, when you ask for him, they'll certainly find him. He's a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, very well loved there. Really, ever since they came back, the city came back from Avernus, the Order of the Gauntlet have just helped to light the place up and restore it. It's much nicer than you might have heard.
I
have
had
not
heard
heard
nothing.
anything.
Oh,
What is? I don't even know where it's at. What is it called? It to tell?
El Terrell, you really haven't heard? It seems a few years back, due to some miscommunications with an angel, it was dragged down into Avernus and spent some time in hell. But it's all
That's
back
quite
now.
a miscommunication.
Yes, I'm not privy to exactly what happened there, but apparently deals with angels and deals with devils are to be monitored carefully. So, if you'd all, it's all fine now. It's everything's back. There's been a great reconstruction effort. Really, it was a chance to just clean up the whole place. A lot of older buildings were torn down. Very nice, very Art Deco. Yes, we look forward to seeing you there. Ask for Onthar, and we'll get everything set up. Now, if you need, in Bear Dusk, I do have a few contacts as well. They won't have sent everyone out. If you... I don't have anything... Oh, you have my choker. And he references back to the choker that Nassim had given you with the little symbol on it. If you show them that, that will vouch for you. I'll have word sent via message so that they're expecting you and can provide you aid. I don't have any great advice about Erebor. If you wish to travel on the road and stop there, versus cutting across the road straight to Baradusk, whatever you're more comfortable with, really.
We will make our way.
Excellent. Well, then, if you have no other questions, I would like to go see a healer. So I'll be off.
Yes, don't get yourself taken hostage again.
Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. I mean,
I
I
appreciate
I- you know,
that you had the
you know,
ability to release yourself, but don't do it again.
so, and to be fair, I was under the impression that you were the reason why the entire Greenish got caught in the first place.
Oh,
Did you?
that has to be
Yeah.
an exaggeration.
A bit, right? You wouldn't go and tell it would be a good idea to take people hostage and whatnot and kind of convince a cult to kidnap an entire town. You wouldn't say anything like that, would you?
Kidnap an entire town? No, that's ridiculous. I mean, I'm very valuable.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you
The-
seem it.
the-
You remember that point you made about miscommunication?
I was just going to mention that.
Assuming that you might have spoken with the angel.
Oh no, that was a good bit before my time.
I'm gonna shake his hand and just stare deeply into his eyes.
And smooch him.
Nope.
Oh.
Just say, it was really good to know you. Please stay in touch. And let us know how where you're at in case we need to let you know.
Of
I'm
course.
just gonna memorize everything I can about him.
Okay, you get a real good look at Leozen. You could definitely, produce a good image, a good tale about him, and identify him in a very reasonable way.
Perfect.
And with that, Leozen does a little in his mouth, and then punk, he's no longer there.
Oh.
Wow, that was weird.
Based
meant
on the
what they
little, he's probably got something tattooed on the inside of his cheek that he was tracing.
Why, he said tooth. Something hidden up his tooth. I heard that.
I heard it too.
I
I mean-
thought at first
Yeah.
he was trying to do an idiom for you, yes, but it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Either way,
Cool.
I guess we gotta get on towards Bear Dusk, right?
Yes.
That seems to be the plan.
Yep.
We're
Alright.
okay with this plan now that he's gone.
So now that you are alone, with
That's
yourselves,
true.
you are about a day away from where you would expect Show's family to be. You are a couple of days' travel from either Greenest or Erebor. You can cover, 30 to 60 miles in a day, depending on how fast you're running, and you've got 190 miles up to Greenest, 160-ish up to Erebor, 230-ish up to Baradusk. So you've got 7 days, 6 days, 8 or 9 days, depending on your travel.
It's only a day or two longer to go straight to Baradusk. I think we do that.
As
I
much
should-
as I would love to meet your family, Show.
Yeah.
I think
They-
we got important work to do.
They will wait, and I have not proven myself yet.
Proven yourself yet? What do you lack?
I don't know.
Oh, then I'm put the totem thing away in my backpack.
You think you'll know it when you find it?
I hope so.
So
Still
And as a
haven't
DM,
found what I'm looking for.
there you go. As a DM, I will mention one other thing that's one day away. The hatching area is one day away. And there's all those kobolds and cultists and juicy piles of XP that you could go murderlate. But there's also a couple of baby dragons and whatever might come to see a baby dragon.
They are the lesser problem.
Fair enough.
Not something that we could solve by ourselves.
I
No
mean,
matter how
we
heroic.
honestly we did already try, and we did okay. But
I have
mean,
no
if we
doubt that we could handle it if we are careful and think about how we do it, but I don't think it's our calling right now.
you say that we got to talk about. I was trying to give you a little breathing exercises. I don't know if it came off that way, but we got to think a little bit harder next time we go and do. I didn't like blue balls either very much, but so to be fair and honest, you have to control it a bit more because we had to go after you and we all kind of were in danger a bit, Joe.
I have faith in your abilities, Chiquito. I hope one day you will have faith in mine.
Oh man, I
Okay,
love you
that's
both.
not what I meant at all. I meant just no, no, no. Don't try to twist it like that. I understand you proud. Yeah, we did. I mean, we didn't do okay. We almost all died. Honestly, I'm what I'm saying, Joe, is just just uh, if we have a plan, let's follow through with the plan.
And what
Look.
plan did we have?
Look,
Quiet. We were quiet. We were gonna go. I don't know. It just felt like you went in there out on your own. We had to run after you. We didn't want you to get hurt. You know, I don't know if it was what came over you that you decided just to leave us. We're stronger together, show.
And we worked together, and I trusted you to follow and have my.
Yes, but then that means you get to make all the decisions about what we do. So consultation might be nice.
I
look,
apologize,
all of
but we
us,
were in a
all
hallway
of
where anyone could hear us if we talk too much.
in the last 3 days, y'all, everybody has made a choice that has pulled the rest of us into danger. People think they can sneak somewhere. People think they can shoot something. People think they can charm something, and we all have made errors. Look, I don't know that that's gonna get us anywhere. This is a lot of this maybe not helpful, um, but but I also think that um, we went in there almost, you know, already beat to shit before we even went into the cave, y'all. Like we weren't at our best. We'd been fighting for 2 days. We'd been running over the road harrying them for 3 days. Like we weren't at our A game. So I I don't know. Like if we think we got to take these dragons out, I think maybe we could because we've had some rest. We're tougher. We just have to decide what's more important, not what we're afraid of. You know what I mean?
Choose our battles wisely.
Well, that's just my thought. I don't know. I mean, every one of us has kind of been a fuck up. Like, I mean, I slept for a good part of that last fight. I mean, not intentionally because I got knocked out, and nearly killed, but
You were
it
dead.
felt,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You looked it. It was a
Well,
good
yeah.
performance, that was for sure.
Thank you. It was acting.
Well, as I have said, I have not yet proven myself, and you have given me much to think of. If you do not trust me and do not want to follow me, do not to.
That is not at all what I said. It's not all what I said.
We want to help you on your path of proving. And in order to help you on the path of proving, you must still be breathing. So we want to keep you breathing.
I also
I,
want to continue breathing.
I
Excellent.
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
I don't
Breathe?
know. I think I need to.
It's just kidding. I try it more in my forms, but yeah, it's nice. I could see the benefits.
you are so noble and you are so caring. I would follow you anywhere, but I, it's about all of us. So like, let's all let's all be cool and make the choice that makes the most sense for how we can do the greatest good. And if we think that's going towards Bear Dusk, let's do that. But if we think wiping out these 3 dragons that just hatched, if that's the greater good, maybe we ought to do that. I don't know. What do y'all think about putting it in those terms? What's the greater good?
Well, hatchery is on way to Bear Dusk, correct?
It is.
Perhaps we stop to see what has changed in the so and so many hours that we have been absent from there. If things are in our favor, we go in. If things are very much not in our favor, take the information to where we can hopefully do better good.
Sounds like wisdom.
It is hard to plan when you cannot see what's happening. So it might be best call to, at the very least, see what is happening. And things look good, we stay. If things look not so good, no longer breathing, we go.
Well, yes. And we have ways of looking. We can look from a distance. I mean, we can do this. We can see long before we get there whether things are going to be in our favor. And I don't think it was a bad thing that blue balls bit the dust.
No.
So
It was going to
no,
happen
that-
anyway.
Super
I'm happy
great.
we did it. No.
We're all in favor of that.
That's all.
Oh yeah, we're glad that happened.
yes. So
It was a little touch and go there for a minute, but glad it happened.
Super.
A lot of touch and go. Yeah.
It was a little glowing at first. That did not
Yeah,
help.
it did. It was. I saw. Hey, Rob. That little. What was that? It was like it. What was that you did? The little glow.
When I made the little pink light happen, then I went, fuck that.
What happened there?
Yeah, I put show's life in danger. It was not my best moment. I was like, listen, I'm gonna make these bad guys glow. Show will get out of the way, and then that didn't happen, and I felt really bad about it, so I just let it go. It was not my, look. Sometimes you think it's gonna be awesome, and look, the night, and it's just all there is to it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just a bad night. All right, I'm done talking about that.
need to do something.
Hey, what's that over there? So I think the plan was to get a little closer to the hatchery and the cultist camp and do some spying, probably using your dragon's eye and your scouting techniques. Any other preparations I should be aware of aside from the ones you've done before? And before you answer that, please know that you may advance yourselves to the next level before answering.
Oh boy.
That was huge.
Thank
You kind
you.
of saved that for the end.
Seriously.
So I have one thing I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And for this, I need to actually sort of talk to Rob at one side. I owe you several apologies. You don't know why, and so I'm going to just apologize and leave it at that. You've saved my life multiple times. So I would not be breathing. I wouldn't have my totem. In many ways, you have been more successful than I at most of what you've tried. So I want to give you something. And so I'm going to give you the pan flute that I have as part of my proficiency because I actually do have a skill with wind instruments. So I'm going to give you the pan flute that you lost.
Oh,
It's not the same. It's mine, but
that is so kind, Amron. Thank you. Wish I had something to give you, but all I've got are these assless chaps.
they are a gift that keeps on giving.
But thank you. That was very sweet.
I have nothing to cover or provide you with pants, but I can at least give you the pan flute that you don't
It's all
have.
right. I'm getting used to the breeze. Oh,
That note, I'm so embarrassed I can't even continue the conversation, and I just walk off.
Sounds good. So we will flip back to the Raider camp map here, and we'll use the zoomed out version in the lower left-hand corner to point at things. And you basically traveled as far as you could south. So you basically did a day's travel south. You'd be taking a day's travel back north and then moving a little bit slower to come up on the camp. Now, as you get a bit closer, even from half a day's travel away, you can see two specks in the air above the plateau that just register danger. One slightly smaller, one slightly bigger, just wheeling in the air, seeming like they're practicing flying, tumbling about, that sort of thing. The bigger one casts an odd shadow. It's too thin, it's almost translucent. You identify it even at this distance as the Dracolich. You can see sun coming through its bones, and it should not be flying by any stretch of nature. So magic is what holds it aloft, but it's tumbling through the air. You've seen young birds and other such things learning to fly. They're basically doing that. The smaller one, little blips of light of different colors keep coming off it as it keeps expelling its breath weapon. Each time it does so, it seems to change color over and over and over again. There's no pattern to it that you can see. Other than that, it keeps happening. Each time it happens, it falters in the sky, drops a few hundred feet before catching itself and heading back up into the air. You watch that for a couple of hours at least, and then you see that the remainder of the cultists and the kobolds are making their way out, and as they head away to the east, the two dragons follow along. It doesn't look like they're going to be flying as they do come down to land, but you see them pop up and drop back down again every so often. The path that they're on would probably take them to Greenest.
Is that not west?
West, I'm sorry, yes. That's the west. The west direction. Sorry. That's what happens if I don't have my cardinal in front of me. So, yes, they're heading west towards Greenest. Excuse me. The procession continues for a while. You would say there's probably no one or only a handful left behind by the time they're done.
And sorry, just to make sure that I didn't miss anything.
Mm-hmm.
So there's people going towards Greenest.
Towards Greenest. Kobolds, cultists, and the two dragons are on the march towards Greenest.
Okay. And so they're going that way. There's still some people behind, but...
Probably not more than 20.
Okay.
Probably even less than that.
Gotcha. Okay.
All the goods were already on the road beforehand?
All the valuable goods were on the road beforehand. It seemed like they were just waiting for the last raid from Greenest. Those got piled on top and sort of used to disguise the more valuable goods underneath, and then they were off on the road. They were leaving the same time that you arrived. And then over the course of the last 2 to 3 days, the rest headed out, and now this is the last few stragglers heading out there.
Other than capturing some and torturing them to find out information, I don't really see what good it would do to harass. I mean, killing followers when the actual threat is heading towards Greenest doesn't seem to be a good idea. Too bad the baby dragons are so cute.
I mean, the big undead ones definitely not cute. The little one's kind of cute.
The undead one is like cute in a dopey sort of way, like.
I
Not
mean,
by much.
it's
Not by much. But it's kind of dopey.
I mean, I guess
Isn't
in
it-
the way that
isn't it-
skeletons are dopey, I mean, they're like,
Yeah. Yeah, spooky, scary skeletons. Send shiver down your tail.
Yes, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, of course.
I noticed that when you use Eldritch Blast, it's got some nasty death magic attached to it.
Sometimes.
So not to be too inquisitive, but do you have any control over dead things?
No. No. I do not.
Bad.
That seemed
No,
confident.
For sure now, do not. I don't know if patrons? It's a little confusing right now. I do not believe I will get such powers. But I think I just have a bit of a nasty touch. Not so much as controlling, but just more of an extra little sizzle to the skin.
I feel like as you're doing this, you're like looking at your warhammer and like studying the hammerhead shark that it's made out of, and you're like,
A little bit.
I don't know if I have power over dead things, and you like watch it carefully, and then slowly, just to reinforce, it blinks to let you know it's alive. It's like blink, blink, and it's like,
Blink once for yes, two for no. I say this to my
Hey, get the
hammer.
guy!
it like winks at you. I don't know that it heard the question. You're
I
like,
put the hammer back. To answer your question, Admin, I don't know.
Well, as I said, my people are adept at many different kinds of magic, and one of them allows them to speak with the dead and sometimes control the dead. So I was wondering if you might have that power. But if you don't, then there must be another way that we can eliminate the Dracolic. Thank you.
I don't believe I get such abilities. I mostly just make people feel icky.
Then you can help with the. Well, that will help. It always has.
Some scenarios, yes, I can do that.
sounds good.
But in terms of controlling, and most I could do is hold a person. But that's about it. Maybe charm. But yeah, that is definitely it. And I didn't really I know it's possible, but I didn't exactly make that agreement with the big fellows upstairs or downstairs or to the side. I don't know. So that's not quite part of the deal. Unless I maybe in a little while I could switch that up. But as of right now, I definitely cannot do that. It's complicated. We have a complicated relationship.
Sounds good.
I can imagine. I have not seen that as frequently, but
Yeah.
I'm sure that you have a good reason for entering into any agreement.
Yes. Absolutely.
That I'm letting this go. And
Good call.
because it wasn't going anywhere.
So as the procession continues off towards Greenest, couple of stragglers perhaps in the abandoned camp now. Where are y'all? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
Yaz is probably talking to his hammer more.
Okay. Hammer doesn't seem to understand much in the way of language. It just got that you were staring at it being like, prove you're alive, not undead, and it was like, I think I'll blink.
Fair. It makes him feel better to speak to it. It helps, like, how like you have an idea, it sounds good in your head. So then you talk it out loud and you're like, oh no, that's stupid. Oh no, that's a good idea. That's what he's kind of doing with the hammer. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, all right.
Seems good.
Yeah.
So, I think probably here's where I will want to call this evening, unless we have any additional ideas we want to get into, because the next thing that could happen could go a bit turn ordery. So I don't want to engage turn ordery with only 45 or so minutes before I fall unconscious. So congratulations. Do please make sure you get your level up in. Any questions, comments, concerns, let me know about that. I hope everybody had fun. Very well done. Good fight. A little bit of a nail biter for me. I was like, oh no. Okay, kill them all.
Yeah, for you.
I swore you were going to.
I was trying. I'm like, you're all standing in a line. I got my lightning breath back. I'm going to blast you. But congratulations, you made it. You do now have 2 dragons who have your scent, though. And I will, drop that little foresight in there that that's going to come back to haunt you someday. But other things... Or night. That's true. Other things will probably get to you first. And, maybe you won't be around for that. So, thanks, everybody. I'm Casey. These are the players who are making everything happen, and we're on 20 sides to every story. Please like, follow, and obey, and hop into the Discord. We've got some exciting news that Alex will be announcing about some charitable work that we're doing, and we've also got the Extra Life coming up Thanksgiving week. Please be sure to hop into the Discord for that, because we do have a game every day except Thanksgiving. And mine's on Wednesday. I don't know the rest of the schedule, but it's posted up somewhere.
Mine's on Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, so we know Wednesday, we know Saturday, and Monday. I think Alex is
Sunday morning.
Alex is the long one on Friday.
Yep. Correct.
Okay.
Is that the 24-hour game?
I think it's starting at 8, possibly 12, depending on donations. We'll find out. So
this is 8 to 12. Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody else is 5.
So a whole bunch of stuff going on. So join in and have fun there, and help support the Children's Miracle Network. So I got CHOP nearby where I am. So children's stuff means Children's Hospital of Philadelphia to me. But Children's Miracle Network, of which I think CHOP is actually one. I'm not sure. Check the Extra Life page for all the details. But we got more stuff coming up this week. Check the schedule for that, because I'm pretty sure we had a full house this week. There's a lot of stuff going on. So thanks, everybody. Anybody want shout-outs, announcements, other stuff?
No.
Cool. I'm going to turn this way and hit the button. Thanks, Twitch. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.